and some of the storytelling elements will be familiar to those of you who game and who are nerdy. Some of them won't be, which, I'm all for keeping you all guessing. Now, without too much without too much to get in the way, I do have some quick announcements. Mostly it is, I have a list of games that are available. And this is my nice little fun screen. So, as you all can see on my screen here, on Mondays I am going to be running a Dungeon of the Mad Mage campaign, starting at level 5, from 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time till 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. A 3-hour session. I have 4 slots left. Tuesday, I will be running a Humblewood Adventures for those of you uh, who enjoy Humblewood and the potential to play as Burbs. That will be 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and that game has 4 slots. Stormlord's Wrath, the D&D Essentials Kit campaign. I will be going through all 3 chapters. Stormlord's Wrath, Sleeping Dragon's Wake, and Divine Contention, which should take you all the way to level 15-16. That is 10 p.m. on Tuesdays, Pacific Standard Time, and there are 3 slots left. There are a pair of monks who need help. I love that both of my players are monks, but, that is what that is. Fridays, I'm trying to hold as many games as possible. So, early Friday morning, at 4 o'clock in the morning on Fridays, Pacific Standard Time, I have my homebrew campaign, the D&D 5e Adventure. It is set in a place I call the Immortal Empire, where a magical plague has started to spread, and you need to stop it before, all of creation becomes infected. That game has 2 slots left. Next, I will be running a Descent into Avernus campaign at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and that game has 5 slots. At 8 p.m. Pacific Standard, I will be running Vampire the Masquerade for those who want a non-D&D experience and who want to experience a fantastic system with fantastic roleplay. I have just made that, and again, my full 5 slots. And then a couple hours after Vampire is Beyond the Witchlight, a Wilds Beyond the Witchlight campaign at 11 with 5 slots available. I'm certainly looking forward to that module. That module is fantastic. I already know the few elements that I would add to it and the story elements that I would add just to keep you guys playing in the Feywild as long as possible. Saturday morning at 4 a.m., I will be offering that same module, played a little differently with a few more tweaks. But that's 4 a.m. on Saturday mornings. 5 slots are available for that. And then, for those of you who know what a huge Game of Thrones nerd I am, at 8:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, I do run a Song of Fire and Ice RPG. There is 1 slot available for that, and we are about to have a fantastic journey in that particular campaign. Of course, I will also be running a classic Curse of Strahd campaign on Saturdays at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and there are 5 slots available for that. Any game where I have 5 slots available, I have just created that game for you, my lovely audience. And Wild Witchlight Delight. Another Wild Beyond the Witchlight. I want to run this module so bad. I want so many people to experience it because I get a lot of Little Nemo vibes and a whole bunch of just fantastic story elements. Some Coraline vibes too, believe it or not. But that is 11 p.m. Saturday nights with 5 slots. And Sunday morning at 4 a.m. will be the final time I offer Wild Beyond the Witchlight. And that is 4 a.m. on Sunday mornings, Pacific Standard Time, with 5 slots. You can sign up for those on Roll20, or you could message me via YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch, and let me know that you're interested, and I'll say... Now, all of these do have a cost. Each one is a little different, mostly because of time, day of the week, and, ease of access. But it will be a fantastic time, and all of my dear friends here are happily supporting me in their own way, as this is also a paid game, so you'll be able to get a kind of taste of how I run this. But I want to thank them all from the bottom of my heart. It means the world to me that they are actually willing to support me in such a way. And so, without further ado, I think I'm going to turn on some mood music here. And again, we are not the owners, creators, or, benefiting from the music in any way. This is purely for ambiance and to sell the world. The original creators are who they are and get full credit for their artistic genius. And so, we find ourselves in the world of Atharius, a world with no gods, gods who have fought a war against various creatures and even themselves. No one quite knows why, how, but there's many a rumor. The clerics of all these deities, well, have shrunk in number. Sure, there are still clerics in the world, but they are few and far between, and not anything like we know from our favorite Faerun, or even Vodari, for those of you who watch that stream. It is a world where the gods are gone, and in their place are powerful patron-like entities. From the first vampire, to elementals, to seraphs, to great fae. Powers here vie for what little is left of this world. But they all have to contend with a force simply referred to as the Beast. And it seems that they are doing a poor job of it. But our story doesn't necessarily revolve around these massive powers and their struggle for domination of this world. Instead, it follows 5 individuals. I want everyone to go ahead and roll me a d20 real quick. We'll decide this that way. I think that's fair.
God damn it, why'd I lose my best roll?
Let's roll a d20. Someone gets a nat 20. Well, then.
Nat 20's wasted.
Hey, Callie. You just put in rolling 20, not rolling a d20.
Roll 1d20. Oh, I see. Hold on. Okay, it's only an 18.
Alright.
Wasting the high rolls. Anyway.
Yeah, wasting the high rolls indeed.
So,
Nat 20 is down the drain. All my efforts lost.
Much love.
So, we'll start with you, Asher. So,
Yeah.
Asher, you have been wandering from the academy. You are one of the lucky few who was not kept behind and who was allowed to leave. Your studies successful for the most part. You have a minor problem, unfortunately, but it hasn't stopped you too much. You've been able to get by on most of your enchantments and your spell work. It's been a great struggle. However, having succeeded in passing from the academy, which I will learn the name of eventually, what is it? It's an actual thing.
So
Come on now.
the city I come from is Ulmir's Gate.
Indeed. That's what it was. Thank you. But having finished your magical studies and attending the few magical schools that there are, or the magic tutelage you had, you found your way here to Vollendorf. The reason you found your way here is because there was a premonition. Your teacher, at least one of them, was a diviner of sorts. And she has sent you here because she knew, or rather she saw or foresaw, as you put it. She foresaw that you will be of use here. And she told you to find a man with one arm, dressed in deep black robes. You have been looking for said man, and you know that the secret to any town and finding any person is to hit up the local tavern. A little cliche, some might say. But being as there's no proper church, and being that while robes are definitely common of priests and wizards alike, you don't think that your master is sending you for a cleric who would be in the church. Instead, you find your way to the tavern. The tavern is known as the Red Drop. And it is a very beautiful tavern. As beautiful as things can be in this world. But it is known for its import of Castilian wines, and it is known to offer wines from all over Itharius, from the Charnald kingdoms to the Castilian provinces, all the way to the Valakan clan's domains. And so as you find yourself in this tavern, I imagine that you're looking for not only your quarry, but also a quiet place to, well, a place to sit, not center of attention, but not quite, skulking in the corner. Am I correct?
Yes.
So go ahead and roll a perception for me as you enter this tavern.
Perception.
So you don't see who you're looking for, but you do find a table. It's a small one, as a lot of the tables here seem to be on the smaller side. It could maybe fit a group, but it would be uncomfortable. And the table itself is more like one of those bar tables that are like really small that you just set drinks on. But there's chairs, so you sit down. It's very warm in here, as the late autumn chill is in the air. And it is drawing ever closer to the time of the weakness between Itharius and some of the darker realms. But you're not too worried. You have at least another week or so before that happens. What do you do in this bar now that you've unfortunately not seen your quarry?
Um, um, that's a good question.
Right.
Let me look at a few things really quickly.
No problem.
I need to remember the tools that I have access to. I'm gonna walk up to the barkeep
Mm-hmm.
and wave him down. Try and get his
He
attention.
notices you, and he walks over, and you see his lips moving, and
Yep.
you read them, and he says, "How can I help you?"
I'm gonna point at the table and use prestidigitation to make a mark of a black cloak, and then next to it a mark of an arm, and just point at them.
Here's my question: are you trying to
Yes.
disguise arcane magic as arcane, or as not arcane, rather?
Should I be?
You do know the first lesson your master ever taught you was that people are afraid of the arcane, and that in many places, arcane wizards and arcane spellcasters are treated with, if not outright hostility, serious distrust and suspicion.
Damn it.
Lesson number one.
David.
We might be
Can I
going old
make-
school.
Can I make a roll to see whether or not I would actually think of that right now?
I would say that would be a intelligence, because it's a memory,
Okay.
with advantage, because you are a smart person.
I'm just thinking
You're on
not
push to talk,
not
Nikki.
street smarts.
So, quick question: are you mute and deaf, or just deaf?
Well, just deaf. Yeah. She can technically
You
use
might
her
be able to
vocal
say
cords.
some words. Yeah,
No, she can't speak. She does not know how to speak.
rough.
And so,
But
yes,
when it's
you,
magic, she
language.
speaks, which
you
is
would
funny.
you would
Yes.
think of that.
Okay.
I even set the DC a little high for you, but yeah.
Okay.
You still,
I'm gonna hide one of my arms with my cloak and then point at myself
Mm-hmm.
and then kind of gesture to the rest of the room.
Okay. Let me roll something for him.
Is he smart enough to understand this?
Let the miming begin.
You see, he rolls his eyes, and then he pulls out a piece of parchment and a charcoal stick. Calling it a pencil is being disingenuous to pencils.
Mhm.
But he just slides it on the counter, just rolling his eyes. You do
I'm
catch.
gonna
the.
slide it. Go ahead.
You do catch the muttering of damned cripple.
I'm gonna slide it back and get out my nice notebook and my nice pencil, and then write.
Flex.
Have you seen a man in a black cloak with one arm, and then show it to him?
He actually reads it and seems to consider it for a long, long moment before he actually and then he nods. And he actually you can actually read his lips as he says he comes in every night around the wolf hour. The wolf hour being a commoner's way of saying midnight. And you're about 8 o'clock. So you got a couple hours.
And then I'm gonna write, "Do you have some bread?" and show it to him.
He nods and gestures for you to head back to your table as he will take care of it.
Cool.
And with that, he kind of turns and goes about getting things ready and helping other various patrons. And you can see that the bar is fairly lively, though people keep to themselves here. They enjoy the atmosphere. There's chatter amongst the groups, but very rarely do the groups commingle. And very rarely do straight individuals approach, the the new groups. But it does seem that with enough drink, most of it being wine, that conversation can happen. However, you hear none of it. You do catch a couple lips moving, and if you wanted, you could stare for a second to kind of get the gist of a conversation. But, staring is rude, apparently.
Yeah, no. She just sticks to her business.
Yep. And so as you return to your seat, that's where we will join our next player, which is a dwarf who has come down from his hunting in the mountains and the wilds. He has come down because he had a vision, as well as some other issues come up on the road. But the most important one being he stays in town due to a vision he's had. A vision of a great monster, nameless, formless, but utterly terrible in its wrath and ruin. Many call it the Beast. He can call it what he likes, but this vision is of the Beast being banished from the world with a beautiful ray of hope. However, the other side of that vision is one of darkness, one of the Beast consuming all that there is, where there is nothing left but Beast. A terrifying image to someone who wants to guard nature's balance. And we find our dwarf wandering into Vollendorf, drawn to the same location for his own reasons. And, what are you up to, White, as you're wandering in the direction of the red drop?
Well, currently I am taking up my pipe, lighting it, looking about, and just somberly thinking about the vision that has been brought to me by nature. But being a bit wary from the road, I make my way into the red drop. Slowly, with a bit of a smoke cloud in front of me as I open the door.
Of course. Go ahead and roll a
That
perception check
sentence.
as you enter.
Give me all your secrets.
So the first thing you notice is that the bar is pretty nice. All things considered, it's definitely the finest establishment in this town. Granted, there's maybe one other tavern in this town. But you see that there is a lot of wine being drunk. But the thing that really catches your eye is a young woman sitting by herself at a table. Seems to be kind of, despite the level of noise, seems to be unperturbed and unconcerned with it. However, as you look, there's something about this person that draws you to them. They don't look like they belong. They look like someone unique, someone interesting. They don't look like your general pissant townsfolk. And that's what a lot of these people look like. Your general pissant townsfolk. The hapless sheep, as many of your vocation believe. And certainly your particular vocation. The hapless sheep who just go about their day until they die. And hopefully stay out of the way doing so. But this person does not look like that.
So, Davek just gives it a moment, cases the entire room, shakes the pipe, puts it out, puts it on his belt, makes his way over to the table. And you see, it's about 4'3", clad in furs, mohawks flop to the side, and on the side of the head is the most noticeable thing, apart from the scars in the face and a milky white eye. It's a tattoo of a chain made of dwarven runes being broken. Of fuck you, the dwarves, basically.
David, would you go ahead and describe your character as well, please, as this dwarf approaches your table?
Yeah. So, quite short. Her hat makes her look taller, but just like pretty standard looking mage robes, and the girl herself is she's got blue flowing hair, and like the really noticeable thing that you see about her is like when she sees you, she kind of like not really startled, but just kind of like a curious look. And as she looks at you, you can see this sort of like really shimmer go over her figure. Doesn't touch any of her clothes, but it's kind of like this purple haze that like starts up towards the top of her head and like goes down along her hair, and it as it goes over her face, it almost shows like a skeletal figure. Very faint, but pretty obviously noticeable, and it quickly goes away as she kind of assesses you.
I make my way towards the table, and I, still standing up, not inviting myself in. Guten Abend, Fräulein.
She waves.
Mind if I take a seat?
She gestures.
Sits down with a thud.
Also, yes, viewers at home, I have made it a requirement that David has his camera on so we can understand a lot of what his character's doing when he doesn't choose to narrate his actions.
I probably will stop doing that at some point.
But Davik just leans back a bit on the chair. You are not from here, are you? It's a bit difficult. It's a bit difficult reading his lips because of the beard, you know. But
you have a lot of practice, though.
Yeah.
Her big poofy hat shakes as she shakes her head.
Oh, you do not talk. Fair enough. Do you drink? I wave over to the barkeep.
Did he bring any bread yet?
The bar wench is actually on her way and sets down a loaf of brown bread, warm, with a small pate of butter and even a flagon of water.
As he asks for if she drinks, she just breaks off a piece of bread and like smushes it in the butter, then.
One ale bitter.
The maiden nods and goes off to acquire your drink of choice. And as she's doing that, and as the two of you kind of sit there with your bread and the butter being mostly available, we find our third traveler.
Oh, me.
Someone who has come a long way and who has seen a lot. Being as young as they are. But then again, half-elves are still very long-lived creatures. But this particular one even more so, being that they are kind of grayish, complex, complexion with very silvery hair. This person, gray in color with bright yellow eyes, has actually been sent by something, or rather someone powerful. In his few years on this earth, he has been a up and coming doctor among his own family. Kinda. That's putting it nicely, I think. But
Pretty nice.
um,
Oh, there he goes.
yeah. But he found that being a doctor alone wasn't quite enough. And so, on his studies, and in his studies, he stumbled upon something old and ancient. She called herself the First, and many a creature since, and every manual he's found has also referenced her by that title. She's the first of her kind, and she is quite a power in her own right. She has sent Gray here. Gray, you know her as Lady Dimitri, and she has sent you to Vollendorf to look for a man who has what she calls a touch of destiny. She hasn't said any more than that, only giving you a vague outline of a cloaked figure missing an arm. And has told you, do not be afraid of other powers who may seek this person. For the most part, I imagine you'll find that they are a boon to you. When you know more, I will know more, and I can guide you accordingly. Go, my little puppet.
Where's my Mitch? I already got that
Mommy,
way.
sorry.
Of course, mommy. I know. Yes, my mistress.
And that has brought you to Vollendorf. The Red Drop being the biggest inn in town. And you can't help but smile at the little on the nose that may be. But it's there for you. Unless there's something else in town you wish to observe.
Well, since you said that, I kind of want to maybe give a good glance of what's around the Red Drop before entering.
Go ahead and roll a general perception.
Alright, let's see how fast my character sheet pops up, because your boy didn't have it on. Oh, pretty good. Never mind, we'll just go inside. Gosh, damn it.
So, the one thing you do see is that there is a blacksmith in this town. And apparently he works pretty good late into the evening, as it is about 8:30 at this point. And you find him still hard at work. You can hear the ringing of hammer on steel and anvil, and you can see the smoke rising from his chimneys. It is called the. I made a note here. Give me a second.
You're valid. You're all good.
It is called the Burak Blades, as you are in the Burak Empire. Though, only just. But, you do find yourself in the Burak Empire, and Burak Blades seems to be the name of the blacksmith here in Vollendorf. That's the only thing that really jumps out at you as you enter this establishment. And as you enter, everyone seems kind of boring. Everyone seems, disinteresting and not exactly who you're here for. That is, until you look to a corner and see a girl, as described by David, in a big mage's hat. Though
Mage hat.
it's dismissed because the fashion is such that now anybody can have access to it. And he has
Yeah.
returned to us. And a dwarf who looks very rugged and ragged, even by dwarven standards.
By the way, carrying a spear and shield in the back.
That is also true.
Unexpected.
Those are the only two of interest. Everyone else looks kind of normal.
Doubt it's polite to just go up to strangers being like, yo, you look different. Mind if I pop a squat?
Well, it's odd. However, you're not exactly normal either. Also, I need to check something about your character I just now looked at. Because I believe... So, you're half drow. Let's not beat about that bush. And so you have a natural dark vision, but my question is how far does that actually extend?
I think it's 60 feet.
So it's 60, and then because of the first vampire warlock feat, it's another 60.
That
so
is
it turns
correct.
into 120.
That is correct.
I added both to the features thing, so to make it easier.
Yep, fantastic. I just want to make sure we did that right, because I was like, that seems fantastic, and that seems wrong at the same time. But anyway.
Yeah, I made sure to write it both down on here.
You're all good. And so, while it may not be it may not be polite, it's certainly not abnormal to go do so.
He takes he chuckles a bit to himself. Takes a deep breath and is just like, fuck it, let's do this. He approaches he's like, excuse me, I'm looking for someone and you guys seem out of place here. Maybe you know where a person like this would lie.
That person.
I notice her wave and I just go. I go.
The dwarf just goes. Well, you're looking for a person. However, you do not describe him. What person are you talking about, boy?
A man in a cloak with no arm. Is that what the right term is?
One arm.
With one arm. With no arms, obviously. He can't swing. Honestly. He'd fall off.
So you're looking for the same person.
You see suddenly on instinct, you see him go.
And for those of you not playing the home game, it seems that Gray knows a bit of sign language, and Asher immediately recognizes it for what it is, and is able to reply.
Oh, the life of being a doctorate.
Well, boy, take a seat. Have a drink.
I take it we're looking for the same person, then.
Both of you are. I have no idea.
So you found this young woman and just decided to have a seat?
She seems interesting. I have my own reasons to being here.
Is it because of her hat?
It's a very magnificent hat.
Magnificent hats.
She flushes to you, saying she seems interesting, and you see that kind of like purple haze
Aww.
brush over her figure. She like
Is
looks
that your way
down
of blushing?
and just munches on her bread a little bit.
For those of you
Yeah,
still
boy,
not
have a
playing
drink
the
with us.
home game, Asher is one of the disembodied, one of the native races of Atharius. And one of the very unique races, I must say. I am thoroughly entertained already. But
Disembodied.
I just lean back, pull a chair up for our little half-drow friend.
Much obliged.
As soon as you sit down, Asher's gonna start like machine gunning questions at you, like
Oh.
all at the same time. Like like where'd you learn a sign language? My master sent me here to look for the man in a black cloak with one arm. Where'd you come from? Like all stringed in at the same time. Yeah, just like go 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 go.
I come from.
And is looking like very expectantly at you, like.
Meanwhile, Dwarf is just looking from one side to the other, like, what the fuck?
He just goes. Sorry, don't know a lot. Less. Learn sign language from academy. Going for doctorates. Had to learn for patience.
You know, I think she can read lips, and I'd very much be.
Oh no, he's doing that too.
Oh no, but oh, you're still talking?
I'm saying it out loud as
Okay.
I'm also giving sign
Okay.
language.
Oh, very well, Danka, because I'm very much want to be part of this conversation.
Yeah, no. He kind of just goes, yeah, a very fun thing about deaf folk, they can lip read very well.
I've realized. Yeah.
Love the hair just bobbing. Are you not?
I'm trying to have that symbolize her hat like swooshing around.
Bong 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 bong.
That's
Please tell me there's
fantastic.
bells attached to your hat. Please tell me there's bells attached to it.
Oh,
That'd be
I
fun
should
as fuck.
I should get a I'm
gonna
getting a
add
wizard
bells
hat.
to your hat.
I'm getting a wizard hat so I can wear it.
Oh god. Anyway, with that and the fast companionship being formed, we find ourselves back outside once more. This individual is brought here much akin to the dwarf via a vision. However, also because they're lost, in all honesty. Being one of the last, I believe one of the last of their platoon, if not the last. It has definitely been a challenge for this individual. And we see a young girl, can barely be above, what did I say, 15, 16, something like that.
Today's my birthday.
Aww.
However, being lost for a while and finding this town, drawn by destiny or maybe by the machinations of something else, following a vision of someone or something giving hope, or maybe at the very least light, to guide the way. And we find this person stumbling towards the red drop. TNT, is there anything you're doing as you're stumbling towards the inn?
TNT.
You're the
so
one who
the way
named her.
Hey, it's 293. It says it.
So good.
Yep.
I feel like I'm back in 9.
Very explosive
So-
personality.
What I'm going to have is the small individual carrying all their military gear. There's shovels, there's tools, there's everything just straddled on. Over a very clean, pristine uniform at this point. A broken mask that's connected to a small pack at her side. Is, how should I put it? Every time she's breathing, the eye is fogging up on the right side, and she's bending over, talking to something and making her way towards the end in this like bent over conversation. You're such a good creature. You know what? You're like a stray. You're like me. And you're not dead. That makes me like you a lot more. And she leans down, and there's nothing there. And she gives the ground a kiss as she makes her way into the end. Just don't let them skin you or see you. Some people don't like cats.
I think the cat's dead.
The fact that it's coming from Cali is even more hilarious.
There is one person on the street quickly heading home, as it is not wise, even in towns and cities, to be out at night. One woman is quickly making her way away. A little faster now that she hears this bit of conversation to nothing. However, as she turns a corner...
You're a very frightening kitten.
As she turns a corner, and as TNT, you arrive at the door and open it. We see the camera stays on this woman for a few seconds longer, as several things grab her and drag her into an alley. But the door closes behind our young military person as she enters the bar.
Well, that one lady in the street's not going to work
Go
tomorrow.
ahead and roll a perception check.
Perception?
Please, and thank you.
Let me go to character sheet. Perception. Oh, I only natted too.
So, your first instinct, as many first instincts you have, is threat assessment. You scan the bar, scan the tavern and all the patrons. Most of them are nobodies and no threat to you. However, there are 3 in a corner who are definitely a threat, if they choose to be. However, one of them is a youngish looking girl, a little older than you, but probably not by much. The other 2, one being a half drow, who has the look more of a doctor than anything else, so medic. The other being a dwarf, who could be a scout, who could be a vanguard unit. Definitely someone who is used to the rugged terrain, and so is useful in their own right. The girl who's only slightly older than you, you're not sure if she's civilian or if she could probably be more. Your natural instinct is she's more, but she doesn't appear to be much. I mean, the fashion's a little odd, but, people wear odd clothes all the time. Just look at yourself.
No, she's clearly nobility, obviously. Because of the big hat.
I mean, certainly.
Yes, big hats mean nobility.
I mean, my character, that's probably how that would work. Sadly,
I want each session for Ashle's hat to get bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
I want this by session 5 to take up half of the player sheets of just hats.
Question, actually, on that roll, is there any way to recognize, Gray, that you're a doctor outwardly?
Yes.
Or a medical...
You know
that. Would actually...
on a nat 20, you definitely can tell a medic by looking.
There's a quiet...
Now it's quieter. No, wait, it's the same.
I thought
We
that
lost
was
him
you that
again.
disconnected. His internet says it's bad.
Insert joke about it being quieter and then it not being. Because
Yeah, because
he's mute.
David would click.
His character's
Um,
also mute, so
So,
there's that.
there's a breathing, the sound of like little boots hitting the floor, oddly silently, as this little figure stands behind Gray, kind of expectantly. You just hear the breathing of the gas mask. You see the one eye, which is scarred, and that's all you're hearing.
You just hear it.
There's like an expectant look.
like, I like to imagine
What
both
the
me and
shiza?
Davik are just like,
What the scheisse?
slowly being like, you know, not the weirdest thing I've seen today.
Same. Girl, do you need anything?
There's just a look that shifts from expectation to a sudden bit of sadness. Oh,
I said you're not the
medical aid.
weirdest.
Oh. She gives a salute. You see her like straighten up. Medical attention arrived late, but I'm happy you're here.
What?
I just look at Gray like, oh no.
Almost everyone's dead, but I'm still here. I don't hurt anymore.
Do we notice the scar on the eye is very noticeable, right?
Yeah, definitely noticeable.
Is it fresh?
She looks quite bloodied and dazed. She's been cleaned up, but something's wrong. She looks dazed like somebody would be if they just got too many hits to the head.
Hey, Gray, why don't you go ahead and you can roll a medicine here.
Only if you want.
If you
Oh, wow.
want, yes, of course.
What? That's so many nat 20s!
We're getting all our good rolls out. Combat's gonna be nat ones.
So,
Oh,
Yep.
that's gonna be fucking hell, is what I'm finding out.
so this
soon.
person is beat the fuck up, to put it nicely. She has just been through a battle at some point sooner rather than later. She is probably barely functioning, probably has a concussion at the very least. She would benefit from a little bit of tending to.
You don't say. With a nat 20, am I able to like set her down and be like, yo,
Yes, you'll be able to not only diagnose her problems, but as you sit her down, assuming...
Okay, so I have something for that.
Please.
She straightens up again and kind of salutes again. I am the 293rd to die. She doesn't know how to interact with you. She just she freezes up and she goes, please, are we safe? Is everything gonna be okay?
We're safe, girl. Don't worry. Let's Gray take care of you, okay?
he does, poor Gray, he doesn't know what to do, so he's kind of just like giggling to himself. Like,
Gray, this is going to put the child in more of
I imagine it's that nervous, like, oh my god, what do I do? Kind of giggling.
Yeah, very much so. Requesting medical aid.
That
I would
do
like
know.
not to. I would not like to die.
You're not dying in my hands, that's for sure.
Oh, good. I don't want them to come after me again.
I still have a bit of alcohol if you need to disinfect stuff.
Gray's just staring at Davik, being like, this isn't the weirdest thing I've also had to do, just on a random Tuesday night.
Just being a doctor, So she lets you lower her down and stuff. Only after being granted permission.
Laying a child down in the middle of a tavern.
Yeah, she
with
said.
most of the people drunk.
You
So-
definitely
Wouldn't
you see a
like
patch for
me.
the St. Augustine Trading Company on the uniform, stitched on the inside of it, sort of with a weird message, which basically sums up to
Dr. John
if
Wolfenstein
lost,
here, bringing you
please
another
return
fantastic
to.
episode.
And
So,
you looking closer at the uniform, you can tell that this isn't hers.
on the
This uniform's
inside of
been
it.
through multiple people.
So as you're
Having a
you're,
blast.
you're tending to this girl, Davik's like he left the ale to the side in case Gray needs it to disinfect wounds.
Gray's just looking at Davik being like, did I just unintentionally just adopt a child?
I do not think you adopted the child, but girl, what is your name?
I am the 293rd to die.
I
But
just look
you're
at Gray
alive?
like, oh no!
So, as you're tending her, she doesn't let you like lay her down, and you see that she's taken all the food and tankards and stuff and hidden herself kind of amongst them. And she's looking around the room really nervously.
Did you just fortify yourself?
What?
I am safe, so I will not die.
Girl,
Did she just take all our food off the table?
No,
Yeah,
so
she
what
took
she,
food,
what
anything
she's
she could
done,
grab.
what she's done is, as she's laid on the table a bit, she has used the food, the tankers, as like barricade material. She's created little walls around herself.
She has fortified this position.
Yes.
She is actually kind of hiding underneath the table, and you do see that she's armed. I mean, she's got a heavy crossbow, and there's a bayonet in a sheath at her side that she's already drawn and put next to her. And she's just looking at everything like it's gonna kill her.
As I'm like holding like a bunch of bandages and probably some very deadly medical supplies.
Probably.
Yeah. I'm probably the highest threat, but it's okay. I'm doing medical stuff.
This is Dr. Gray. I am Davik. You don't believe I caught your name, girl. As I point to Asher.
There's an expedition. Look at Asher.
Sorry, my power's being weird. I'm on my phone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Asher.
Gray looks up and just
when you
goes,
take-
finger spell.
When you take all the stuff to like fortify, Asher like very slowly scoots the bread back over to her.
There's a
My
look
bread.
of you're compromising our position, but
And Asher kind of gives back like not annoyed,
looking
but like this is my bread.
This is my bread.
My bread.
so you can't see her
That's
lips
determined.
move during all this, sadly, because she's masked up.
Gas mask, yeah.
But
that's
when you
gonna
made
be
those-
difficult.
Oh
when
no!
you made those signs of shoot,
We lost the David.
Ugh.
there we
Yeah.
go, he's back. When you made those signs though, Ash, I have sign language.
Yep.
As well. So
Damn.
she kind of gets up on the uptake, and she motions a sign over to you, Asha, which says "Commander." She doesn't know.
She's gonna sign back student.
Yeah, she motions and she does a number, which is 124. And she just cocks her head expectantly.
I can't remember whatever Asher's age is. I don't have the character sheet up right now, but she's just gonna sign back her age. Just the number.
You
Like
see
not
her.
saying age, literally just signs back the number of her age.
Yeah, you see her kind of head tilt and then realize what you meant. And she looks at her hands and just looks at you kind of confused and doesn't say anything.
I'm not gonna say 293's names in German because it's gonna be a fucking mouthful.
Yeah.
Zweinhundert 93.
About this time, a commotion comes from upstairs, and you watch as a man question mark is basically tossed or falls or trips down the flight of stairs, and all of his luggage is thrown after him. And you hear some conversation. Actually, we have only one. Davik, you recognize it as Dwarvish. I don't think you speak it anymore.
I don't speak it anymore. No.
You recognize
You're
it
able
as
to recognize
Dwarvish, but as you see this person hit the bottom of the stairs, and Magna, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself to what they see?
So
think you have the
so this
best
character
entrance.
pops back up smiling. He's rather fair in complexion, silver-ish, like gray hair, really long, and these piercing silver eyes. He sort of hops up. He's wearing a fine coat, but it's tied around his waist, and he has a pair of cloth, you'd assume pants, held right to his crotch. He's wearing nothing else right now except when he's picking up his luggage, just smiling.
Oh, you're sure cocking it. Got it.
Ah! He's just so happy with himself. Oh man. Whew.
All right. This is officially the weirdest night I've had.
To
That
our
was
doctor.
fantastic.
To our doctor. Why are they dressed like that? They're gonna get court-martialed?
It's in a different city. It's allowed. Kind of.
It's a different city. It's allowed.
I just brush myself off a little bit with my other hand as I just start walking up to the innkeeper, muttering to myself, just straight up saying, "Man, if I wouldn't have contracted it, I hope that man got AIDS."
The fuck?
I just walk up to the innkeeper. I'm like,
That
"Hey,
was a car.
I didn't grab my room key last night. Can I have that?"
The man nods. Yeah, here, and hands you a key.
Grab it and link. Thanks, bud.
Don't waste your time.
Oh, it wasn't for you. This is just for me.
This wasn't weirdly the weirdest thing that has happened in one of my nights.
Now I have a story I want to hear.
I go ahead and walk up to my room and finish getting dressed and walk back down.
So the figure disappears upstairs to where the rooms are, and then a couple minutes later comes back down fully dressed. Go ahead and describe what you're now dressed in.
It's a fine cloak with a massive blouse, couple of like fancy rings, just full out, full blown, unapologetically fabulous.
Just fabulous.
This explains why now we first saw him naked at the time.
Well,
I will say that in the interval, you have seen a male and female dwarf, the female clad in barely anything, basically her underskirts, dragged out of the bar by her hair, as her husband, apparently, is screaming at her in Dwarvish, and she's protesting in Dwarvish, but following along.
I wave after them, just have a
This
great
is-
night, guys.
This is while you were in your room changing.
Oh, rough.
I have no idea what they're talking about, but I love it.
And
There's just hiding more under the table and all the yelling and commotion.
Zweihunde,
Little child.
you're fine, child. You can come up.
I do walk back down the stairs, hop the last step, huge smile on my face. I walk right over to your guys' table, grab out one of the chairs used for the barricade, flip it around, and sit down. Classic chess. So, yes, interesting. What's your story?
I would not do that. The child might stab you.
Look down.
Yeah.
You don't want to do
Loaded
that.
crossbow under the table. And
Oh,
just-
shoot you. That's very much better.
But there's just a look of just expectations. You see the gas mask, and that's it.
I just look down
It's
like,
actually
you don't want to
kinda
do that,
spooky.
hon.
Yeah, it is kind of spooky.
so at this point, it's closer to the time as you all sit there.
Yeah, that's it. What's your guys' story? You all seem interesting.
She
Well-
reaches up, and you can just see her hand from underneath the table now, and she signs. He's like a dolly.
You say that? Do you say that?
No, that's what you see signed.
Alright,
I
just two people understand
I
this.
am not like a dolly, okay?
Does everyone
you
have
read
sign
it?
language except me?
I think so.
Does he actually?
I was actually
Gray
given
looks-
permission to be able to use it for once because I've not been allowed to have sign language in other campaigns.
Gray just looks to Davik. Is that how you say it?
When you
Davik.
when you
He's just
reply,
like,
the
"Sorry,
hand
you
shoots
can't
back
speak
down.
With hands.
I
It's not
will
my fault. You
request-
can
I-
speak with hands.
I will request this. If you want to speak with hands, at least say what the fuck you're saying. I'm the only one that does not understand the fucking of this bullshit.
Well, good thing. You better have some good eyes so you can learn.
I
like, it
will
is-
knock your
it is
head into the
fair.
table.
It makes it easier on everybody when you sign to speak while you sign, so.
I will teach. Is what you see her sign, and then she's like, "But I only know the words for death." Dolly was kind of something I got beaten for.
Are you
Well,
good?
do you need any help, child? Davix actually cracks a bit. Do you need any help?
No, there's no help for the dead.
You're not
very much
dead.
alive.
You have a heartbeat. Does she have a heartbeat? She got a heartbeat.
The heart means nothing. You're a corpse as soon as you save.
Oh.
Been a hot minute since I had a child soldier at my table.
So outside of ruining the mood, how's everyone else's day going?
Sorry?
Asher hands. Wait, what was your character's name?
Magna.
Asher hands Magna a piece of bread, and before passing it to him, prestidigitates it to taste like a booger.
I don't touch it,
I
because I don't take food from others. Sorry.
Gray's kind of looking at Magna's like, well,
She takes another piece of bread and munches on it and like points at it and is like gesturing.
Sorry, this. No. Wait, hold on.
I take one of the.
Are you like sign? Are you mute? Lovely.
Davik takes one of the last pieces of his very good weed and just. and a big sigh.
As you do that, there's a hand reaching up, and then you just see like a raised hand, and then it motions over to our dwarf
What?
I think they want soothing.
Do you want some of this?
Please. I'll trade my rations for it.
Yes, no needs. Here you go.
So you see a little cloud of smoke from under the table now. Yay. It's not as good as the medicine, but it's nice.
It was one of the last few batches of good stuff I had. You look like you needed more than I do.
Don't worry, I'll
Oh,
kill
all you have
something to
left
make
is-
up for it.
Holy shit!
Oh, that's fantastic.
I'm
It's
loving
the way.
this.
Child, you are a veritable killing machine, aren't you?
No.
It's not obvious by their attire and literally holding a crossbow at the person who has yet to address who they even are.
They're a dog.
Yeah. Fair point.
You also
Fair
never
point, and also
asked.
And you see that hand and the emotion? Well, dollies don't usually have names till they're given one. So I'm told.
All right, Dolly, what's your name? Or else we're calling you Dolly for the rest of the night.
I'd prefer that you didn't. My name is Magna Igofacasio.
Very well, Dolly. Anyway,
Cassie?
Sorry.
Oh.
What? For what?
Magna Igofacasio.
Hero.
So we're all in agreement. That his name is Dolly for right now.
I heard Magna, and I'll go with that. Magna Dolly. Perfect.
This is fantastic. This is going much better than I ever thought.
I love you.
Magna just straight up just starts massaging one of their temples.
Why are you here?
Listen.
As I said, you all seemed interesting. Get a good story out of this.
Yeah.
Talking to strangers is hell.
Maybe for you.
Did not mean the tavern. I meant the city.
Brett, why am I here?
Oh, I was just gonna let you spin your yawn up. As you came into town the night before, you actually came with a gentleman who seemed to have a religious bent to him. And normally, you're not one to go in for such things or to really bother with such things. However, he seemed a little more interesting than your average folk. He went off to the church, however, and you were, we'll put it politely, not welcome. But you were told by him that he would be seeking refuge at the Red Drop. However, last night when he got in, you were otherwise engaged.
With another man's wife?
And
knowingly.
You gotta add to the language proficiency.
Sorry, I didn't mean to keep clicking that.
You're all good.
You clicked it 5 times.
Yeah.
Look, they're short. It doesn't count.
But
I will stab this man.
The one thing is you followed him here because he was interesting, and also because he kept talking to you about a chance or a hope. You're not quite sure if he's a raving lunatic or if he's actually trying to talk to you about something interesting, but he was interesting enough to follow to town.
Should be one hell of a story.
And it's about 11:30 when all is said and done. And finally, those of you who know exactly who you're looking for, and those of you who don't, see someone just walk into the bar. At his side is a small, childlike figure made of porcelain. Pure white, very clean, very obvious what it is. You guys have probably only heard of them. You've probably seen very few. This is
Good night, you're
a...
getting jealous.
He's one of the Velchakin.
Mm-hmm. That is very obtrusive, David.
What is? Is it making noise? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we can pick it up every time you inhale.
I thought it was
Sorry,
funny.
sorry.
It adds to this background.
But
It's the sound of 293 going out the pipe.
Yeah, pretty much.
but
Fantastic.
the man himself stands at about 5.5, maybe closer to 5'9". You can't tell any features as his deep black cloak is hooded and covers his face. And you watch as he enters the room in the tavern with this Wesselkind at his side. As he's moving, however, one thing becomes very obvious to all of you is he only has one arm.
Ah, Shady Bro, how's it going?
And Gray and Asher became the Leonardo DiCaprio meme.
I also want to mention I want to say like
Long enough, you didn't show up last night. I was starting to get worried.
The man kind of looks at you, Magna. The Wesselkind is a new addition. You didn't see them last night or in this man's presence before. But the man kind of looks in your direction and slowly makes his way to the table. You can hear the soft metallic tunk, tunk, tunk about every second step this man takes. And he just kind of... he rips the chair, one of the chairs... Zwei that was used in your barricade and just sits in it. And he just sits down. It is all of you.
Oh, you know these people.
No.
You must be my officer.
No is a strong word. Well, maybe we're doomed. Maybe we're not. It's not my place.
Also sullen. Always. You need to lighten up a little bit more. We can get you some drugs. It'll be fine.
You see the pipe being lifted up from the table.
He actually
Take it back.
he actually takes the pipe and hands it off to Davik.
Danke.
I think we're all doomed, but at least it'll be over one way or another. I suppose. Very well, I will do as I have been asked. And that last one seems not direct. That last comment seems not directed at you, at any of you. Seems directed at something. And he just reaches down to the Wesselkind and holds out his hand. And Zwei, you're actually at kind of level to see the Wesselkind, and you watch as they actually open up their little vest, and you realize this is a boy Wesselkind. At least it's styled in a boy's garb. And he reaches into, opens up his little blouse a bit, and then just reaches into a hole that you see. And it is a jagged crack, like someone put their fist through this kid. And he reaches down all the way up to his elbow, and you hear lots of things moving around inside the hollow space.
He has pockets!
And finally, he comes out holding a very interesting looking, you wouldn't call it glass so much as crystal. The crystal itself is yellow in color, is like a rectangle brick almost, and it's very opaque. You can't see through it at all. And there's this weird cloudy substance inside of it, and it's attached to a long silver chain. And the man takes it, a little hurriedly, and then he just kind of holds it in his hand and sets it on the table. And as he does, he looks to a lot of you. This is an important artifact. One of a number. 5, exactly. Or rather, there are those who require the 5 brought together.
So a MacGuffin.
A what?
Plot device for a story that everyone wants, but, they all go for.
Right, shut the fuck up. Thank you.
Asher's gonna point at it and then point at herself, and
He gestures.
then I'm gonna start casting Identify as a Ritual.
Are you
Wait, do I have
hiding?
a component?
You do. The question is are you hiding the fact that you're casting it?
No.
Okay.
Do you have the pearl?
Do I?
When I notice she starts casting something, I'll take off my cloak and put it directly over top of them.
Hold on. He might not even have the material component for this.
So
I don't think.
give me one
If you have
second.
an arcane focus,
Give me one
but
second.
does it use one?
Arcane
It
focus
doesn't consume.
Arcane focus does not take the place of the pearl.
It does.
No, it's a gold piece, right?
No,
It
it's a
works as a
gold
golden
piece
piece.
value that the spell consumes.
Oh, it does consume. I didn't think it did.
No, it doesn't consume it. You need a pearl to be able to do it. It has to be worth 100 gold, and you have to have the pearl to be able to do it, regardless of if you have a focus.
No. The arcane focus, or a focus of any kind, can replace any material component so long as it does not have a gold piece value that is consumed when the spell is cast. So, Revivify cannot be cast without the diamond. Identify, or even Chromatic Orb, can be cast via an arcane focus because the spell does not consume them. So, with that in mind, you have an arcane focus. You are able to cast Identify. Even if you had a component pouch, you would have a pearl.
Okay.
I have never, nor will I ever, have a spellcaster who cannot cast the spells they start the game with. That is beyond stupid. Now, as you start casting, oblivious to hiding it this time, Magna, the smartest thing he's done so far, has taken his cloak and thrown it over top of you, obstructing anyone's view of what is actually going on here. Not that it matters to you, because you're holding this thing. And something you notice, as you're covered in this cloak, the crystal is actually giving off a faint, sickly yellow light. As you take the 10 minutes, the conversation continues to go on. But the person simply goes, 4 entities already have 4 pieces. I do not know what entities exactly, or at least not the identities of all of them. But I do know that should you find more of these, it will point you in the direction of the others. They act like a homing beacon to one another, as they are pieces of one greater whole. I do know where you need to go once you have finished gathering them. I imagine you will find them scattered throughout the world. These things tend to be so. But when you have gathered all of these pieces, You must then take them to the very north. Cold, I know, but in Hrist, just outside, before you get to the very top of the world, there is a cave. Or, well, it's a cave now, I imagine. At least from the few visions I have gotten. It is... Excuse me one second. I've had my first ban from Twitch chat. Hallelujah.
Oh.
I'm moving up in the world.
I'm so proud. Was someone spamming?
Yeah, someone
Yeah.
spammed ad. But anyway.
Ah, damn. I get that on Instagram.
But, he just... I think it was a temple long ago. But I cannot be sure. What I can be sure of is you need to go there once you have all 5. Beyond that,
Yes.
I don't know anything else. I have only done as I have been directed. The dreams were... And he kind of trails off for a hot minute. And Zwei, you actually watch as the Westlekin, like, taps his knee. And he slowly seems to rouse. The dreams were tiring. And getting a hold of that one was costly. And he gestures to the space where his left arm would be. But I have done my piece. I can rest now. Whether or not I doomed the world or saved it will be up to you, but I don't care. I thankfully won't be here to see it. And with that, he falls over.
I just turn around, see if he's dead.
Oh, he sprawls out on the floor, dead as a doornail. However, you notice that he is a dreamer.
Oh, these people.
For those of you at home, a dreamer is a race native to Atharius. They are reptilian, kind of. They seem to have scales. They're closer related to elves than anything else, and they have been lost to time. As when their world was ending, many of them went into a state of suspended animation, hibernation almost. And unfortunately, they were in a very long state of slumber. However, the dwarves of Stellenwald
Yeah, that's where I come from.
accidentally found them and awakened them. And awakened, excuse me. Or awoke. I think awoke would be the better word here.
Get woke.
Don't get woke. Don't ever get woke. But, being woke's for morons. But anyway.
So he just straight up died.
Oh,
He
yeah.
just straight up fucking died.
The Westlekin,
The Westlekin
however...
is still there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
it's
just
still there.
kind of walks over and pulls the hood back over the face and, like, just kind of puts their head down. About this time, Asher, you finish. Your spell tells you 2 things. Actually, 3. 1, this item is an artifact and does require attunement by a living creature. Technically, you count. Hilariously. 2, it is magical, extremely so. And 3, you cannot discern exactly what it does.
Without attuning to it?
Without attuning to it, you don't think you can figure out what more it does. However, your identify spell can't tell you anything else about it.
Can it tell him whether it's cursed or not?
Nope.
Would I know, like, typically what kind of items would, like, keep me away from knowing it? with the identify spell? Like
Roll
would I know that
a-
that means?
Roll an Arcana check.
Okay. Wow.
By the way, the bartender just saw this man go.
Um,
Uses a crystal and dies.
you
Yeah, I have a
You
few
have-
things I need to ask.
you have no idea.
Okay.
Identify is a spell that should work on most anything, and it certainly has on artifacts before. During your studies, you've cast it on artifact level items before, and it's told you exactly what they do. The fact that it's not is interesting and slightly concerning.
I'm gonna set it back on the table.
As you pull your cloak up, set it back on the table, you now notice, because you didn't hear anything or be able to see anything, that the man in the black cloak is dead on the floor.
So, so I will take this time to, when the cloak is removed, I would like to, because my back is literally to the whole of the tavern, correct?
Correct.
I'm going to cast Minor Illusion and make massive, like, 100 gold pile right where right in front of him. With Minor Illusion. Run and get the cloak back.
What?
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 It's just
What?
100 gold. It's just 100 gold just flying right there.
On the
People are gonna
ground next to
want
his body?
Take that.
No, right on the table. Actually, no, it's gonna be right next to his body. Actually, yeah.
So me that just turned the body around just saw a gold go boop, appear. What the fuck?
There's a bit of a confusion on my end, definitely, because I would have. I got a front row seat, so to speak, being on the floor.
Indeed. And you said you had a questions why?
So she looks one at the gold, two at that, and then looks at the Western child. Why us? Is this orders? Is there a commander involved? Like, am I supposed to kill something?
The Wesselkind actually looks at you and then seems to think. And then they simply shrug their shoulders before saying, he said you were chosen. Or he was told to find you. I don't know what any of that means. You're supposed to get all 5 and head to Hrist.
Nobody chooses a corpse.
Did we lose out in the divorce and actually got the child?
You see the Wesselkind just
Interesting
kind of look at you.
definition of losing.
It's
Right,
alright,
cookie
there's
boy.
always the workhouses. It'll be fine.
Yes, that. We can do that later. First, what do we do with you? Point at the Wesselkind.
The Wesselkind just kind of shrugs.
We could be friends. Her hand actually reaches out.
Having too.
Her hand reaches out, and she's got like her deck of playing cards. Play a game or something.
Right.
We could sell them.
Can I just fucking sock him in the face?
Yep. Roll
Thank you.
a strength check. Because unarmed strike is strength based. What's your armor class there, Nikki?
It is 14.
You hit. What's your strength modifier?
It's +1, so it's just 2.
Yep. So you take 2 points of damage there, Magna, as the dwarf has punched you.
Shut the fuck up, lady boy.
It's not even like they're literally just a...
One more word and you will burn.
So as they're fighting, Gray kind of like pulls a finger up and looks at the topic and being like, "So the The porcelain dolls aren't seen as human or alive, they're seen as property.
That's what I was saying. Let's spit out some blood.
Asher looks kind of bothered as he hits him and like gets up and like stands between him like.
Apologies.
He
was getting on my nerves, and so are you, Gray. No disrespect. However,
No, none taken. None taken at all.
She starts.
Disrespect to you.
She starts signing
Please
very,
disrespect me.
very quickly at Davik, like I know he's rude, but we don't solve problems with violence.
Davik just goes like this.
You see this?
Davik just goes like that. I do not understand you.
She keeps signing.
I translate.
So she signs a couple more times, and then she kind of like stops, like, oh.
He's done. Fuck.
I translate, and then at the very end of it, before they do stop, I say, and you should probably be nicer to him because he's really cool.
First of all, no. Nein. Niet.
She signs back who?
So, Vesherkind, do you have a purpose?
Yeah, we're gonna play cards.
It points at the crystal. Well, to house that was my purpose. I don't anymore. I don't mind playing cards. Gray, I need you to roll
How
a
old are
wisdom
you
save.
actually?
Why me? Oh.
And it sits there and thinks, and then it starts counting. Old.
Ouch.
Older than everyone here.
I can see it.
Do you have a name?
Oh, they call me Foley.
Right, Foley. You can hang around. We will not sell you as much as both of these fuckers might want to.
I did not say that. I just explained why they said
that. I am very much aware.
Gray says this as his hand is resting on top of the crystal and he's slowly pulling it back towards him.
Gray,
put it down. I do go and grab the rest.
You are pulling it towards you right now.
Wait, am I?
Yeah, your hand is on top of the crystal and you're slowly pulling it towards yourself.
Gray,
you didn't notice.
Gray, put it.
Asher looks at it with like kind of a quirked.
Am I able to like let go and be like, what the fuck?
As much as I don't like the man that punched me in the face, I think he should hold on to it.
Are they?
If you don't mind, I pick up the cloak. I literally do Gandalf with the palantir and wrap the crystal up.
Okay.
That was a nice cloak too.
Davik, they have a point. That's all kids are good for anyway.
I will hold on to this.
Sold, or what are you talking
about?
about?
She's actually agreeing with you guys.
Charles, do not agree with them.
One, it's an inanimate, or it's a sentient object versus an actual person, so it's kind of different. It's also fey in nature, and we all know how we think about the fey.
She looks, and then
do we know if it's fey? Do we know if it's fey in nature though?
All Wesselkind are rumored to be fey, and they've been in civilization long enough.
All right.
General,
so we know the rumors.
General accepted origin is that they are children that have been replaced by the fey, and this Wesselkind, this inanimate object, is left behind in their place, meant to
looks
mimic
as dead as
human
me.
Life. I will carry it.
At that, Foley actually reaches over to you, Zwei, and like pats your head, and simply says, "You're more alive than I can ever be."
I think you're also.
Teach you how to play cards, and we'll be about equal. And they look over at sorry, I repeat that one more time.
I said you also look to be a little bit more put together than they are. At least you're not hollow and are basically a walking pocket. A walk
I'm working on it.
A walk
A whoppet.
Walk it.
There's a
Walk
walk-it
it.
in his pocket, yo.
Because you are a fucking whoop, Mike.
What else you got in there, actually?
But very well. I will carry it. But if something happens, please knock me the fuck out.
It actually, like, again, opens and then reaches in there. You see it pull out a top, a spinning top. It does so again. You see it pull out a little block of just wood with letters painted on it in very faded paint. A third time it reaches in. This time it actually pulls out something a little interesting. It's a wooden eye. Oh, I forgot I had that. And then pulls out a final object, and this object is a small pouch, and opens it up. Inside is 3 copper pieces, and then it cinches it back up and stuffs all of these objects back inside of itself.
Question: how do I name the crystal in terms of inventory?
1 opaque yellow crystal.
You could always call it one of the 5 MacGuffins.
MacGuffins.
Technically, I'm Yalguffin, but
Davik has wrapped it up, put it in a knot, and tied it.
Don't tie it too tight.
I'm not tying it too tight, but I am tying it to my belt in the front.
I just don't want you to be tearing the fabric. It's very expensive.
so
You're gonna get groped that way.
So our orders are to find more of these,
Find
and
the other 4.
maybe people don't die anymore. Just me.
You will not die if we can allow it.
Well, technically, you're one of my friends now, so no, you're not allowed.
We're-
Just not here.
No, we can't. No, we can't be friends.
Well, you don't have to. You don't have to be. Well, I don't have to be
No,
your friend, but you are my friend, and that's
for
how
your
that works.
safety, I don't want you to be hurt.
Not a choice.
I don't like executions.
I tend to agree with the pretty boy now. We are friends now.
Aww.
We're having soft tacos later.
Do we got soft tacos?
Oh,
You sound so much like a college student right now,
some
dude.
would argue that you already have, Nikki, but okay.
Oh, so the bread on the floor is...
No, it's bread on the floor. You don't eat the bread on the floor.
Don't eat the bread on the floor.
Oh.
We do
You
not
don't eat food that somebody hands to you, okay? That's
Asher
the number one rule.
breaks up another piece of bread from the table and hands it.
In pure defiance to the comment.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just
with
see
a-
hand
a-
bread.
Yeah, with a very generous helping of butter on top of it.
I just look at Asher as she does this.
Poison.
I like you. I like you.
She signs
I like
back, I
that.
like you.
You see
Aw.
her wiping the butter off, and then like muttering something about getting court-martialed if they see her with it.
We are
And then
not
she
in
just
the
proceeds to eat.
we are not in the army, girl. You do not need to worry.
Right.
And
Where
left that,
did
right?
you
Like, when
come
she-
from? We never even asked this question.
Well,
I did,
same
but I was
place you
ignored.
guys come from.
I
Probably
don't
from
come from
vagina.
here.
I don't come from here either.
I'm from Helvard.
Hello?
So, Helvarden is a small hunting village to the north.
Oh, so like one of those small camps, yeah.
I am
Yeah.
from just north of Lunsk, Nastoya.
I'm from.
Monks.
My family's from the Chernault Kingdom, but I reside in Soma Estoya Kingdom now. or empire.
Oh,
Lovely place, right?
A very lovely place.
Or at least by the lake is.
I get a lot of work done there.
the hand reaches up from the table and must and it's just a simple "Where are you from?" and then a point at
Asher.
Asher.
Um,
Land of
She's-
hats?
she
Question mark.
starts to she starts to sign "I'm from" and then pauses for a minute. And
The
then
far past.
and then signs a place that's no longer here.
Oh.
What a shame.
Well,
Well, I say we get soft tacos.
This episode brought to you by Soft Tacos.
Well, I recommend that we get some shut eye, and we start our search in the morning.
It's about
I'll
that
keep
point.
watch.
It's about that point where you hear a loud bang as you see the door thrown open. Run! And then you hear a as this
What the hell?
person who has just run into the tavern is tackled by a zombie. And we're going to initiative. And this is actually where we'll take our first ever break. So, we'll start our break at 20. Everybody be back here at the half, so at 30. For you, our fantastic audience, I'm going to leave up the map that can be seen as well as the music playing in the background. I would appreciate it if while everyone steps away or while everybody is doing their thing, that everybody mute their mics and everything, just so our lovely audience doesn't have to hear our mundane, boring lives.
Thanks for the free damage, asshole.
Hey, it's very much in character for Davik. He's getting aggressive lately.
Anyway, guys and
Much
gals,
love.
After this fight, you're getting you're getting hit in the back of the head with a chair.
You
or
guys are
something
safe.
instead.
I've fortified this position.
everyone, go ahead, use the restroom, get a snack, whatever you need to do, and we will be back in 10 minutes, everybody. And Mike's muted.
My mic's muted.
Fuck!
Oh.
Someone reached into it.
Hello.
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 We have returned.
We are back.
Thought for half a second that was a cat blaze, but no, that's just a pillow.
Yeah, I don't own a cat, and I own a dog first.
I
And,
technically own
By
a
far the
dog.
superior animal.
and I will say,
What?
Nikki, you're welcome about the 2 points of damage.
Nikki is actually not in the room.
Not yet.
No,
It's just 2 points of damage.
indeed.
At level 1.
People need the damage.
AKA a third of David's health, probably.
Pretty close.
Gosh.
All right, I will be right back.
I'm making a little thingy for our thing, and I'm gonna make it look all nice eventually, but these are my notes so far of the session. Because I like to take notes of the session. Kinda like Cornell notes. Plus, so then I can get everyone's like character and whatnot, so I can remember everyone's names. Because your boy's a forgetful fucking ass.
Hey, you don't need to remember me. I'm just Triple D, Dave the Dwarf Druid.
It's amazing.
All right.
Yeah, the
Welcome
only one I
back.
don't really have much info on is Magna. That's about it. Your boy dumb.
We'll get there.
We'll get there. Magna's still, for all I know, I think Magna's a prostitute, and that's about it.
Well, we did know that their region or whatever, they're north of a city.
Yeah.
No, Magnus from the other side of the mountain. He's from north of Lonsk.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't wrong.
Yo, I'm back.
Welcome back.
You're welcome about the 2 points of damage. Mwah.
Let's see.
Hey, I'm playing a very angry dwarf. What the fuck were you expecting?
Yeah, but now we're going into battle with me.
You won't die. I'm here.
1/4 of my health.
You won't die.
Well, then
Literally
it's your
1/4 of my health
fault.
is missing, and I'm gonna die because of it.
No, you're
That's
not.
why we created second character sheets, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, sort of.
I am the 293rd to die, but you are not the 292nd.
Let's see.
All I know is that I did not create a second character sheet, and if my character were to die, I'd be a bit upset before having to make a new one.
I have a whole
That's how I'm
concept
seeing
planned
it.
out.
I don't even have a concept planned out.
Always have
I'm
a
just doing it
concept.
off the fly.
I mean, you know.
Anyway.
Alright. So we'll get back over to the map.
Indeed. Because
Alright,
now,
and then
let me pull you all over to our map. And by the way, welcome back, lovelies. It's good to see all of you. And we are just about to enter combat for the first time in this campaign.
I'm ready.
It is certainly going to be a fun little spectacle because... Bada bing.
And bada boom.
So, I believe everybody has some form of vision on this map.
yep.
Indeed. And so this person right here actually has a zombie. I'll actually move them one step closer in the room. Has a zombie on them, and they have, unfortunately, bitten the big one. As the zombie has mauled them and is biting them. And so I would like everyone to go ahead and roll initiative.
Yep, there's the nat one starting. There's the nat one starting.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. That we were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I sent it to the character tracker. I don't understand how this doesn't work. I always click my token,
The fact that why
and then I
it
do my thing.
appears a backstory. Why it's still there when I fucking deleted it.
Because it
Much
was
love.
probably there when you saved that as your token.
Probably.
Hey, Brent, can you move my initiative to the turn order because it didn't do it by itself?
Yeah, so I'll make sure to do it.
Thank you.
Roll20 really has to just... For any NPC, they just need to always be whispering the rolls.
Real quick, where is the dead guy that we just had found, and we took the stuff from?
Oh, he's probably by the table where we are.
Yeah, he's like
Yeah,
right
is
here.
he like... Perfect! That means that the gold should be right here.
Literally,
Or
you're gonna be in front of a
here.
zombie, and that's a bad idea. Maybe wait
No.
until after.
What's gonna happen is I'm gonna quick yell at everybody, quick grab the gold, and hope that all the NPCs create a meat shield for me.
You're just giving me more reasons to punch you. Anyway.
Just thinking zombie attack, gold.
And this...
Some people might be greedy.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Let's see. This'll do for Foley. And I'm gonna create a Foley token on the fly here.
You're valid.
Yeah, I still don't have a tracker token. Or a tracker for the...
I'm aware.
Okay, just double checking.
Boop. Foley. Just his face.
Yep.
Let's see. And
That's not
as for
creepy
you...
at all. It's a little creepy. I lied.
I didn't say he wasn't.
He's fine. He wants to play cards with me. That means he's a good person.
What is your initiative modifier, Asher and Zwei?
1.
Mine should be
Two.
2.
Sorry.
You both have a dex of 2?
Yes, dex bonus 2.
Alright, I have a 14, so yeah. I
Also
think we're the
14.
same.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, so... And then, Gray and Davik, who has the higher dex?
I have a +1. Gray is higher.
Gray, do you have a +2
+2.
in dex? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, fantastic. I just need to make sure. Alright, so...
Zombie still's faster.
There is
Zombie.
indeed a
Yeah,
faster
we rolled
zombie,
pretty low.
Zombie.
as this door has
Hello,
been
mouse?
burst open and
Did I
smashed.
just lose my mouse?
I don't know, did you?
My mouse.
Oh no.
Your mouse.
Oh no, my little rodent. Fucking track.
M-I-C-K-E-Y-M-O-U-S-E.
my trackpad died. There we go. Took a hot minute. My trackpad died for a second. I have to get a new battery.
Alright, so,
My bad.
with that, the zombie comes in, and that's 15, so that's 20. Sees yummy targets and is going to use its turn to dash over here. Magna, you're up first.
Sorry, I'm double checking some spells.
No worries.
I mean, I'm doing that too, so.
Well, Gray and Davik, you're up. Gray, you're
Yeah, I
next.
know, that's
Davik, you're
fine.
on deck.
I ask who's taking point real quick.
you're kind of in the heat of it. So, you're up, Magna.
Oh no, I was asking who is taking point. That's all of my team.
You can ask, but
What?
Yeah.
unless somebody wants to spend their reaction, they can't answer you except on their turn.
But I say they can use their. I mean, like using your reaction probably now isn't bad, especially if you're going to just take your turn immediately and get it back.
I'm gonna have to keep quiet on that.
Davik is also going to
Like,
keep
it's
quiet.
technically a free action, but
I don't know what you said. I'm dumb.
whatever.
So nobody said anything. Do your turn.
Lovely.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Then I am going to go ahead since no one's saying it.
You stop talking in the chat, Nikki.
I'm going to go ahead and move. All the way to there.
So keep in mind that there's stairs there, so you do actually have to measure all the way proper. So it'd be a measurement like that, and like that.
Sure. That works fine.
Do you have 35 feet of movement, or is it 30?
No, I have 30, so I just move here.
All right.
Well, is that 30? Hold up. So, because... Yeah.
Okay.
That works fine. Then I am just going to go ahead and... would it be better just to stand here? Probably for now. Yeah, I guess I'll just cast Vicious Mockery on this guy.
And what do you say?
Gotta ruin my perfectly good night, why don't you?
I'll allow it.
There.
He fails. He takes 3, and I believe that's disadvantage on his next attack.
I think so, yeah. Been a hot minute.
And then I'll pass my turn. I got nothing else I want to do.
Fair enough. Gray, you're up.
Hi. I'm gonna do Armor of Agathis on myself. I'm
Alrighty.
gonna
So all the
have it up
moisture
so people
around
can
you
read it. Yeah.
coalesces.
A cup of water. I just love how it also says a cup of water, just like I kind of do it discreetly, so like no one sees that, because magic ain't a good thing.
It's no one sees the suit of spiky ice armor around you. Sure.
Yeah, that's kind of
cast
hard.
a spell discreetly,
Also,
not the actual spell.
Also, it is really hard to be discreet about it when it's not just a spiky suit of ice armor, it's a spiky blood red suit of ice armor.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone's freaking out of the zombies, so it's not too big of a deal if people
This is
see
true.
it.
And so that was your action. Bonus action?
Let me double check. I think I had this right. Pull out my weapon. I have a scythe. It's super cool.
Fantastic. You have a scythe.
I kind of like it because I felt like the Grim Reaper when I saw it. I went, oh fuck, I want a scythe.
Do you move closer to the zombie? Or are you just kind of waiting there?
We're just gonna wait there.
Alright.
I don't want it to try and, if it wants to get up on me, then I prefer it coming up.
Alright. Davik, your choice.
Davik just stands up, cracks his neck.
Been a while.
Do. Go over here with 10. And I see that point over there, so Davik will actually, instead of going for the spear, goes to a little necklace that he has hidden within the beard.
Mm-hmm.
He will close his eyes, grasp it, mutter some words, and the residues of what had what it can be, little grass coming up from the stone starts potentially growing in a 20-foot cube centered here, as I will cast Entangle.
Alrighty. Let me double check something. You do have line of sight. Perfect. And so 20-foot cube, you said?
20-foot cube, so I think we will get to the other. Unfortunately, we'll get these two, but
Alright, so let's see.
Gets all the zombies.
And where the point of center is in that room?
Over here, yeah.
Alrighty. And so go ahead and measure out to 20 feet again for me.
Going out to 20 feet catches this and everything else around it in a 20-foot cube.
So that's that box. That box pretty much like that. And you all watch.
It's a DC 13 strength, yeah.
You all watch as the floorboards, because this place is actually wood. These are the commoners, and again, there should be a toggle. I'm imagining there is, but anyway. So two of them.
There is actually.
Two of them get caught up.
They do, unfortunately.
The zombies. 1, 2, 3. Let's see. And your DC is what?
13.
Alright. Let's see. That's 3 successes. So 3 of them are not. The others are. So, restrained or grappled?
Let's see. Entangle. For the duration, creature in the area
Restrained.
must succeed. I'll be restrained.
So they are restrained.
And it's also difficult terrain.
That it is.
Lovely.
So y'all can shoot him down easily.
Mm.
At least the restrained ones.
Yep, at least the restrained ones. Alright, so that is 2 fails, 3 successes. Alright, anything else?
And I will take another step forward.
Are you
knocking aside the bench and the table.
Yeah, just bah! Fair enough.
And start grasping for my spear just in case. It's not there, but
Well, that's fine. All right, so this zombie is going to. That's 10. That's 20. That's 30. And actually, so that's 10. That's 20. That's 30, and he can get there as he runs off towards that person. Thankfully, that was his whole turn to do that, so he can't do anything else.
Yeah, difficult terrain and all that.
10, 20, 30, 40. This one comes stumbling in out of the night. 293, you're up.
All right. Shoot.
Literally.
Yeah, so she kind of in a panic, comes out from underneath there. I'm gonna have her move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
And then I'm going to take a shot at this one right here. The one that's actually not restrained with the other one.
The one.
This one right here.
The one by the civvy or the one in the open?
Yeah, the civvy.
Okay.
Yeah.
This one up
Yeah,
here?
the other civvy.
Okay.
As she fumbles and gets her crossbow out. Hold on. So let me go ahead and fire that.
Please do. So, boom, thunk, right into the
9,
zombie.
miss.
No,
right into the zombie?
have an armor class of 8.
Wow. Okay, lucky me. And that would be 6 piercing.
The dangerous thing about zombies is not how is not their ability to be hit, it's that they may not go down.
Yeah.
Yep.
And in this world, there's something else.
Oh no!
Yep.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
So yeah, 6 damage to the zombie.
Done and done.
All right, and then I'm going to draw my bayonet in my loose hand and put the crossbow in one, and I'm actually going to move up a space.
Alrighty.
So she's got the bayonet, crossbow already fired, bayonet in one hand. I can't really do anything else unless as a bonus action you let me try to get the attention of the zombie that's restrained.
I'll let you try and get his attention, sure.
Yeah, what do you want me to do?
How do you want to try and get his attention? Is a better question.
In her case, I mean, since she's like right by it, she'd probably just try to body it or something. I would do a shove, but I can't do that as a bonus action, so.
Well, you can do a flavor shove. You can't do an actual shove.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
It's more of her directly putting herself in the way.
Then in that case, roll a persuasion test.
Persuasion?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's not gonna work, but I'm gonna give it a
Persuade
shot.
the fuck
Hey,
out of that
I rolled
zombie.
high.
That's not gonna work, she says as she rolls a 16.
Yeah.
Oh,
Persuade
you
the
have
fuck
his
out of that
attention.
zombie.
You
Yep.
have his undivided attention.
Oh.
And this
All right.
zombie
Is it the one that's restrained?
is restrained, so that's a strength saving throw it needs to make. It
A creature restrained by the
fails.
plans can use your action to make a strength check against the spell save DC. Yeah.
Yep, that's a...
It had my AC wrong, I just realized.
Oh.
Corrected it.
Alright. Asher, you're up. You're muted.
Yes, I am.
He's playing his character.
Mhm.
Oh, I was gonna say they're dead.
Yeah, I'm role playing. I'm role playing, Brent.
Sorry.
I would like to cast Fireball.
If only.
If only-
Let's see. This is okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna use Crimson Lash.
Aha!
Ooh.
Oh, that sounds
Fantastic.
cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
Go
is it
ahead
the
and
whip?
click that spell for those who do not know.
Yes.
So you spend your only hit die to cast this.
Yep.
Yes.
So, you all watch as a... go ahead and describe actually how this spell looks for me, David. I'll let you do this.
So like a small I'm trying to think, would it be, I think it makes sense to have to actually like get my blood out to be able to do this.
That's fine.
So she takes a knife, Asher takes a knife and runs it along her palm and then like whips out, and some blood kind of looks like it's about to splatter on the ground and then kind of suspends in space and then comes back and forms like a whip attached to her hand. And kind of before like that like flush of purple that goes through her body extends out along the stream of blood, is now kind of like pulsing as the zombies came in. It's a lot more obvious, and even begins to make like her skin and hair kind of translucent, and you can see these like specks of light floating, suspended in her hair, in her skin, and in the blood whip that's now
Celine
extending
with some
out from her
spice.
hand. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it has I still am
It has,
not super
it has
familiar.
reach, finesse, and uses
So
your intelligence to
reach-
attack.
Reach is just another extra 5 feet. Is that right? Or is
Yeah,
it
you
10?
have 10. You have 10 feet to attack. Basically,
Okay,
anything within
so-
10 feet of you, you can attack.
So I'm gonna step up right here.
Yep.
I think that's the.
Yeah, that's within 10.
Yep, that's within 10.
And then I'll attack this guy right here.
You have
and-
advantage.
Thank you, White.
Sorry.
I know, you're excited. It's okay.
And this
For a
is.
second.
Oh shoot. This is wrong. I haven't fixed this yet.
So the damage
so
die
it's
is
gonna-
equal to your hit die, which is a d6.
Yep.
And it uses your spellcasting modifier, dex, or you can choose to use your spellcasting modifier, your strength, or your dex. I'm assuming spellcasting.
Spellcasting, yeah.
All right. So go ahead and roll to hit with your spellcasting modifier, because this is a fantastic spell.
So I'm
That's
gonna
the
just
advantage.
click. Oh,
So
dang it. That
after
just
you
does...
do strike,
that
you do
doesn't do
hear
attack.
Let me fix.
Magna yell, "Please move out of the way!"
No.
Well, problem is us playing hero.
And that was
Are you telling the deaf character to move out of the way?
Very good attempt.
He's not deaf. He's mute.
Nope,
No, he's
deaf.
deaf.
You might not know that, but she is deaf.
No. And let's see. So that is spellcasting. So spell. All right. Now go ahead and roll.
Ouch.
Oh, it's also not force damage.
Yeah, it's
There it goes.
necrotic.
Plus
Yep.
3, plus... No, something's wrong with that.
Yeah, it should be plus
Oh, whoa,
5.
that's the attack roll. Never mind.
Yeah, that's
and,
the attack roll.
Roll again to see if you crit because he is restrained.
Yes, you
Oh,
do
yeah.
have advantage on this.
Sorry, should have put advantage.
And it is necrotic. Okay, perfect. All right, go ahead. Roll again.
Close, but no
22
cigar.
will still hit. Go ahead and roll damage. All right, 8 necrotic, and his max HP is reduced by that much.
Indeed.
I cast the control spell for a reason, guys.
Yeah, it's good.
Alrighty. So, anything else, Asher?
Nope, that's it.
Alrighty. This zombie. Oh, let me actually put him in. By the way, Gray. Oh no, that's hot.
Don't out me like this.
I mean, at the top of the round, however, you all watch as the person who was just mauled starts to twitch and move
Yeah.
Oh no.
and gets to its
Oh,
feet.
no. Rip-a-roni.
And you now have a new enemy on the board.
Oh,
On the
no,
plus
no,
side
no,
of
no,
things,
no.
Lovely.
They're all together.
yep, and they're still in difficult terrain, and no one else has died just yet. I am going to give
Yep.
the 2 commoners who are restrained a chance to move, however.
One of them gets out.
Yep, one of them gets out. Fantastic.
I mean, couldn't the other two be helping the two that are stuck?
Oh,
They could, but
they had to use their action. They would have used their actions to do so, and yeah, I don't mind them doing so. But, you know, that's a decision that they get to
Self-preservation,
make, except in this world, self-preservation is the better
Yeah.
part of valor here.
Yeah.
And so the one that gets out is actually this one. And they are going to use... that's their whole turn to do that. And everyone else is going to... The bartender is running for the back door, you realize? And is, like, trying to get away. This guy jumps over the bar, as does this one. And these people are going to run out. Except this guy actually is dumb, and he's going to stumble over the table where he was playing cards. And he's going to try to run up the stairs into the second floor. This person runs and jumps over the bar. This person is actually going to run up next to Magna. This person runs over and is just running towards that little raised platform as well, just trying to get some distance. This guy also runs towards you, Magna. This woman is going to try to run and provoke an attack of opportunity from the zombie.
At disadvantage!
Yeah, at disadvantage. But a 19 still hits.
Fuck!
And down she goes.
Oh shit.
Damn.
Right in the middle of us. Oh god.
Boom. Now, this one is also going to try to run away, but not at disadvantage for that strike. A 16, that will hit. Ooh. And down this person goes.
Bloody fucking hell.
Yup.
Weak ass mongrels.
Alright, and this guy is gonna... The guy that thankfully Zwei has attracted the attention of is gonna attack her at disadvantage, which is a 15, which does not hit you, I believe.
Nope, I have a 17.
Yep. Sorry about that, I just noticed Skirmish wasn't playing. Which, thank you, Tabletop Audio, for being a creator of fantastic music I can use. Anyway, alright, so that's its turn. Magna, you're up!
Alright, so I'm gonna have to move, because no one listened.
Well, no one could do anything.
No
And
one
one
got out of the
person
way.
couldn't listen.
I might have to die for this, but you know. Move up to here.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be a worthy cause.
No.
That's why
No, it
I'm
won't.
charging in the fray.
This is the stupidest cause. I guess I could technically do this, because it is a bonus action, but I don't know if I want to waste it already. I'm just going to cast Heroism. On our, on Zwei.
Gas mask, well, yeah.
So...
What's your spellcasting modifier?
My
4.
spellcasting modifier is 4.
Alrighty. So,
So...
293, you gain 4 temp hit points.
And you will regain 4
4
temp hit
points?
points at the beginning of each of your turns.
Got
You
it.
can no longer be frightened.
Got it,
And
because
yeah.
I'm going to need it for what I'm going to do next. Thank you.
Then, no problem. And then, because I don't want to die, and I want to stay as far away from these buttholes as possible. Okay, so this one died. This one died. I'm gonna... yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cast Misty Step. And I'm just gonna go ahead and teleport all the way back to here.
So, you all watch as Magna comes running down, taps you.
He did 2 level spells in the turn, though.
Oh, that's right. I can't do that.
Well, one's a bonus action.
No.
It doesn't matter. Also, I'm not sure if Brent is okay with that or not. Is that a thing that he
So,
does?
I believe I have a rule set that this game is governed by.
Yeah, I don't think we agreed on leveled spells, but we did agree that you
Yeah.
could switch actions.
You may
So-
only cast a cantrip and a level spell in the same turn. Yeah.
So no, I cannot teleport. So I will stay here, I guess.
You can choose to move, or no, you just moved. Never mind.
No, I didn't move 30 feet. And that's the end of my turn.
Alrighty.
In fact, you know what? It won't be. I can still use a bonus action, and I'm gonna inspire. I use my bardic inspiration, and I'm gonna give it to. I'm gonna give it to the person that I also used heroism on. So there you go, Zwei.
What do you say to inspire them?
Alright.
Please don't be stupid.
I'll allow
So
it.
inspirational.
That's the end of my turn.
Alrighty.
You just said, so as you say, please don't be stupid, you just hear her mutter, I have a whole I have a whole platoon with us. We're gonna be okay.
That is an example of being stupid.
Yeah, exactly.
Gray, you're up.
Alright. Your boy sees a nice spicy boy over here. He gonna go over to spicy boy.
Is that what you're calling zombies? Spicy boys?
Spicy boys.
Why is it
If he's on fire,
spicy?
he's an extra spicy boy.
Fair
Just
enough.
saying.
Why
Alright.
is
He's
it
not on fire,
spicy?
so he's just a spicy boy. So what we gonna do is we gonna use the scythe. Fuck.
Whoosh.
That's lovely. I love it.
We're
I
gonna
love
use the
it.
scythe as you run across, as you push your way through tables. Yeah! Oh shit.
Miss.
Much love.
I mean, could try
And
though.
I take it. I feel loved, and I take it. I can't use like anything else actually.
I don't know if you have a bonus
Damn.
action or not.
You do. You can give
You
the
do
big
have a
suck
bonus
to the
action.
zombie.
Yeah.
But
And you
don't I
spend a
have
spell on
to?
it. Nope.
You don't need to
So
spend a
for
spell
the-
slot.
You sure?
If you want, if you don't need to, if you want to take the life, you need to spend a spell slot. But you can just give the d6 plus charisma.
I'm still learning this, so
This
I
is
don't
how
know if
that
like,
works.
it's because you
It's
have to
a-
hit or not.
No, you do not have to hit. It's just when you use the action or cast a spell, you can use a bonus action on the same turn to make a melee spell attack against a creature within 5 feet of you. So go ahead and roll. Let me make sure that's added to your sheet because I probably should have already. My apologies about that.
Oh, I don't think we did. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna
Oops.
add it here real quick, and I'll just
Daisy.
I'll call it Drain Life.
Yeah.
Worst case
We're
scenario,
getting
you can
there.
only just roll a d6 right now, or roll for damage.
Spell it's
your basic spell,
1d6, and it's plus.
Charisma.
Yep. So I'll just put
Charisma, so I
spell,
believe plus 3.
and damage is necrotic. Alrighty.
Thought I had my character sheet all done.
No worries. That's also my bad. And
It's
then
also a new class, so.
indeed, and it's one I have to input into Roll20 specifically. But
Yeah. It happens.
yeah.
We're learning. That's what session 1's all about.
Right. And so what I've done is I've put the regular Drain Life on your character sheet, so you can go ahead and roll that.
Coffee.
I'm going to put a Drain Life spell on your sheet for when you use the spell slot.
Okay.
And just have them be 2 different things on your character sheet. Anyway, go ahead and roll for your attack.
Oh, for Drain Life or the Drain Life spell?
Drain Life.
There
Hey,
you go.
Alrighty. 18 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
6.
6
Pretty
necrotics. Not bad. Not bad.
Fortunately, I'm
not
at
bad.
full health, though.
Well, I did hit it with a crossbow bolt.
Well, I'm at full health.
That you did.
Yeah, for
Drain Life
6.
means I get some of that back.
Alrighty.
Unless I get more temporary hit points, but I doubt it. Yeah, unfortunate. It's all good.
But that's 6 more damage. It doesn't, or 6 more hit points. It doesn't have. So, with that, And with
Sit
that,
down.
Davik, you're up.
Damn, it's not
Right,
down
I
yet?
just saw this woman get fucking murked by a zombie.
Mhm.
Yep, better
And
behead her.
apparently, and she's gonna fucking rise.
Now rise.
However, there are 3 of them gathered, and I have a nice knife.
That you do. So which one is your primary target?
The one in the middle would be for it.
Fair enough. Go ahead and roll to hit.
So just from a bit of the blood that the woman's skull is exuding, throw it.
Throw that bitch.
Where is it? Because I don't have advantage on any of them because they're not restrained.
Forgive.
Nope.
8. I just hit.
Unfortunately, you just missed because your target
What?
is the guy in the middle. He has a +1 AC because he's got a guy in front of him.
Really?
Yeah,
It still explodes though.
it does, and it will hit all 3.
Nice.
Damn.
And they all fail.
Good.
I love it.
All of them take 6.
Yep.
Oh. Yeah.
It's still pretty good.
Especially to 3 targets.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck are you doing, Nikki?
I was trying to look at the
Fast.
spell.
Yeah, you can't look at spells that other people cast.
That is really stupid.
I'm angry. I could
Bonus
have done
action-
12 to 1 and 60 others.
Bonus action.
Yeah. Let me see if I have some. I don't think I do. That's me out. That's me out of spells, by the way.
Fair enough.
I will move though.
Yeah. Add a character. How many warlock spell slot thingies for the drain life?
It's 1.
Just 1? Okay.
I will
Still
move. And
learning.
I'll take. Actually, can I put a boot on top of the head of the one that just died? And
Are you
just
trying to sever the
push
head?
down?
Or destroy the head?
I'm trying to just stomp it with
I will
with all my
allow that
movement.
as a bonus action. Roll a strength check.
Squishy. Or would it be crunchy?
No,
Crunchy.
4.
Damn. Neither.
Crack! Damn! Now you can move.
I'll just take a step back.
Alright.
That's
Alright.
my turn.
This zombie Engie, so it's gonna attack the guy who came up and bit it because he doesn't like you.
What do you mean I can't bite back at a zombie?
That's a nat 1.
Did you really bite it?
Did he really just... he bit himself?
No, it's a 93, so thankfully he only just missed.
Well, he also attacked with my armor on... with my armor of Agatha.
It's when they hit.
Yeah, your
It's when
armor.
they hit.
They have to hit you.
But did they?
No.
No,
They did
they rolled
miss.
a 1.
Oh, okay.
And this one is gonna. That's 10. That's 10. That's 20. That's 30. And that's 35. And that was its whole turn to get there.
I love more people.
It's 10. That's 20.
Hey.
That's 30. That's 40.
Hey, I did what I could to keep them from
293,
getting
you're
here
up.
too fast.
Hey, so I'm gonna go ahead and take a bayonet strike at the one next to me.
Alrighty.
And I have advantage because restrain. Wow.
8 will hit.
Yeah, I was just shocked. 5.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, should be getting close. And then seeing David kind of like try to do the thing with the woman's skull. Could I
Try to do
Could
the
I
Irish
try-
dance on the woman's
could
skull.
I try to replicate that?
You certainly may.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and you said it was strength.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget, you also got a D6 if you want to use it.
Yep, I just gotta see because you can do it after the roll, right? So
Mm-hmm.
Correct. Inspiration works that way.
yeah, that's why I was like, oh yeah, no.
Yeah, no, you're fine, and you crush this woman's skull in, and she will not be getting up.
Nice.
How I imagine it, she puts away the bayonet for a little bit to grab her shovel and is just smacking it with the shovel for a second.
Luckily,
Or
faces aren't the
I got a
only way
crowbar.
that
I
my
imagine
body
it's a crowbar or a hammer. And then, so yeah, and then, of course, have my bayonet, but back out, it was just more for flavor. Shoot, so...
Back at it again.
With them Kriegsman style.
So I can move within a space, no problem, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna actually move right here
Okay.
and get as many of them on me as I can.
Alrighty.
And, yeah, that'll be my turn, sadly. I think that's all I can do.
That's a good turn.
I mean, you have action, sir. Do you have action, sir?
No, not till next level.
No.
Oh, okay.
For level 1.
I thought
I
action
got
surge was level
a
1.
second wind.
This
Oh, okay.
zombie still can't get out, and so he's stuck in the doorway.
He's just having a blast. He's just here to party.
Asher, you're up. You
I
have a
whip
whip
my
in
zombie
your
back and forth.
Technically,
I whip
it's
my
I whip
zombie
my
back and-
blood back and forth.
Alright.
Time for a little sucky.
Don't say it
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna whip the one that is closest to me there.
like that. Fair enough.
Bang.
That hits.
Roll again, see if you crit.
Oh yeah.
You do have advantage on that target. No. So 4.
4.
Shouldn't I be getting +5 on that?
It's your intelligence, not your spell attack modifier, that it
I
adds
hate
to
crit
damage.
confirms.
Your intelligence is +3.
I thought it was spell attack.
No, your spell
Oh,
attack.
it is.
Your spell attack modifier modifies your 2 hit, not your damage.
No, it says damage too. It says 2 hit
You
and
use,
damage.
you use your ability
can choose.
modifier for damage and 2 hit.
but
You
he
can
rolled a
choose to add
1,
your
so
spell
it's
casting
4.
modifier instead of your strength or dexterity modifier to attack and damage rolls.
Yep.
Spellcasting modifier.
Your intelligence is +3,
Mm-hmm.
which is
But that's
spell.
a spellcasting modifier, is it?
It is. You're a wizard.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because my spell attack is my proficiency plus my...
Correct.
Your spellcasting modifier.
Got it. Okay, that makes sense.
It's looking really hurt, but is still alive. Well, still standing.
Oh,
Yeah,
son,
yeah, yeah.
fucking Zombies. I'm still standing.
Okay, that's my turn.
All right. Zombie number 3.
Give it to me. I'm worth it.
Gonna try and slam attack the child soldier.
The kid.
And does hit with a 19.
Damn.
You take 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Wow.
Still none.
Pretty much. Callie. There you go. All right. At the end of the round.
I got it fixed.
At the end of the round, this one gets up.
Yeah, I've got as many tied up as I can, but...
Don't forget to let the people try and run away.
I'm not. As these 3 people are backed into this corner here. And these guys are going to spend their whole turns running out of the back door here.
By the way, is Folly just looking at this shit and going, yeah.
Yeah,
Same old Tuesday.
Foley does not have a knife. He does not have a cudgel. He doesn't have anything. He's literally just a doll in
He's
human
not even
clothes.
trying to run, is what we're worried about.
But he's just such a doll.
All right, let's see if the
It's
other
a
one can get
literal
out of the
doll
vine.
with sentience.
He's also not technically human, so you're not sure if zombification can work on him.
Fair.
You know,
The
he's
one
a literal
the one
doll with
person
some
is
sentience.
trapped, and this person does manage to get away. So,
I'm so proud.
all right, this zombie, thankfully thankfully Zwei has its full attention. Zwei, you get a +2 to being hit because you are cornered on 3 sides, but of 7 is not going to hit you. So, Magna, you're up.
Awesome. So, I'm going to pull out my rapier. And I'm going to go ahead and stab at this butthole.
Stab the butthole.
With advantage.
Yes.
Without lube.
No lube, just stabbing right through.
Nice.
A 9 will hit.
Just barely. Here we go. Yeah, we don't roll good on damage, do we?
No, but here's what else you may not be rolling good on. Let's see if I roll
Undead Fortitude.
Yep.
God damn it. Ah!
Oh, 1 under. You lucky.
Yeah,
Oh
no,
yeah,
I'm
we
just
got
not
one
good.
down.
As it drops.
One down, many more to go.
I am going to
One
take
down,
this time
5 to
to
go.
give this person inspiration.
All
Try and
right.
get him to leave. Like, no, it's around the bunny hole and through the.
I like it. All right.
God.
Any movement?
Yeah, I think it'd be good for me to not be here. Yeah, so. I'm gonna be there.
All right. Gray, you're up.
So your boy has a cool cantrip that he kind of wants to do. It's the is this thingy?
Green flame blade.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's kind of the perfect weapon for that.
I
Make
thought
a
it'd be
melee
fun.
spell attack.
So do I hit green flame blade? Do I use my scythe and then green flame blades, or
It's your
I
melee
tried it a
attack with
few
your
times.
weapon.
Yeah, so roll with your
Yeah.
weapon.
Okay, just want to double check. Let's come on, scythe, be nice to me. Yay!
19.
So 19 will hit.
Ooh.
So, Cal, what I was about to say is, you don't get your temporary hit points until the start of your turn, unfortunately.
Yeah, I was waiting for it.
So the main question
So-
is the main target takes the damage from the scythe, and then something adjacent to it takes the fire.
Yeah.
right?
Correct.
Yeah.
So the
I
main
thought that'd be
target
cool.
is this guy, I'm assuming? The guy you've been trying to
Yeah.
hit? Alright,
Yeah.
so go ahead and roll damage.
Right.
Alright, so
Not
that's
bad, not
6
bad.
slashing. So that's the main target damage. He's still up, if barely. You cause green fire to leap from a... second target takes fire damage equal to your spellcasting ability modifier, which is charisma. So what's your charisma modifier?
3, I think?
Spell attack, charisma is, yeah, +3.
Alright, so which of these two do you want to take fire damage?
Do the one that's not entangled, just because, you know.
Alright, fair enough. So that one takes 3 fire
It's closer
damage.
to.
Alright. And you can use Drain Life now if you so desire.
I can?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
cast a
Bonus
spell.
action.
Sure, let's do it!
Alright.
To the one that's almost dead?
Please, I want it dead. I
Alright.
want. This thing has like 4 hits now at this point. And it's the spell or regular drain life.
Regular.
Okay.
Unless you want to spend a spell slot to heal yourself, but you haven't taken damage.
I have yet to take any damage, and
Alright, so
honestly,
the
I
12
want
will
to keep
hit.
it that way. Yay. 4.
Alright.
4.
Ooh.
Please tell me it's down.
It might be. Let's
Stop
So
see.
it.
I've noticed that every single time we've been rolling damage for the past while, it's only been 1s on our dice.
Hey,
I
sometimes you
know.
roll 4.
The
I've been getting
slashing
a few
damage
2s.
was 2, actually.
I've been getting a few 2s, but... Oh, hello, dog.
Let's see. Constitution. Unfortunately, it is still standing, but it looked like it was going to go down for a minute there.
Whoa. Yeah, boy.
But, Davik. I'm sorry, Gray, did you want to move at all?
I feel like if I move, I'm gonna get an attack of opportunity, so no.
Alright, fair enough. Davik,
Plus, I'm
you're up.
against the table, I'm pretty sure. Can I be
Right.
on the table?
Sure.
Yas, queen.
Okay, so one of them is hurt, but still up. The other one that just got back up. Right, Davik will just take the light from one of the candles and create a ball of fire in his hand.
Keep putting an R right there. Stop it.
Uh-huh.
I keep saying drop it.
I am going to yeet a produce flame. First of all, I'm gonna move so there's no blocking to the guy that almost went down.
Alright.
Because he's still up, so he's gonna be a problem.
Alright.
I am gonna yeet a produce flame his way.
$22 will hit. On
2 fire damage
on this guy?
on the guy that almost went down.
Oh, the guy that almost went down is up here.
Oh, he's where?
At the top. This guy.
So
That one.
so it's that one. So hold on, I'm gonna move the opposite way then.
Alright.
I'm gonna push him.
But, let's see if that's enough.
I'm gonna push him.
It is as he drops dead and
Just
burned.
Nice.
burn
He's
his
just like,
skull.
did you just kill Steel?
No, I'm protecting you from being attacked by 3 people instead of just 2.
I appreciate, but you kill Steel.
Anyway,
It's
anything
okay, I
else,
still
Dave?
appreciate.
I'm going to go back to back with the fucking elf.
Alrighty.
I have a handout for a high five anyways, because I still appreciate. But damn, you kill Steel.
Hey, it's you being swung at 2 people instead of 3.
Well, the zombie's
Much love.
swinging at you now, dwarf man.
Yep.
And that's 3
Give it to
bludgeoning
me, I'm
damage you
worth
take
it.
as it punches you.
Oof.
And the other one is going to hit at the elf with a 6. Nothing doing. And
I love this.
This one's going to hit at the child with a 19 on the die.
That's gonna hit.
And you take 4 points of bludgeoning.
Ooh,
Alright,
Pow!
now I've actually taken an injury.
yikes.
And
You are already so injured,
293, you're up.
Yeah,
By
well,
the way-
2 19s against me so far.
By the way, let's not forget, there's still 1 at the door.
Yep.
He's just vibing. He's just vibing. He's giving a scorekeep.
I'm gonna attack the one in front of our elf friend since it's my job to stay up. I do get my temp HP back now.
You do?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, so 4. Alright, now I'm gonna make that attack. 12, I guess, hits, right?
Yeah, 12 will hit.
And then- Hey, 7! I rolled high this time.
Not bad.
Oh, you're
So-
by my foot.
Still up,
Okay,
though.
him there. And I'm actually going to use my bonus action for second win.
Alrighty, go
Nice.
ahead and roll that.
I'll make sure
So
to
what
keep my
exactly is
HP.
second wind?
So I get to roll a 1d10 plus, and then I get the healed for that.
Oh, cool.
1d10 plus 1,
Plus
yeah.
1 fighter level, yeah.
That's cool.
Go ahead and roll a d10.
Oh, I healed 10. That was overkill. But yeah, it's just to make sure.
Well,
You
put
mean
yourself
overheal?
back to full.
Yep.
Love.
So she
Much
gets
love.
hit and basically just kind of shrugs it off and jams the bayonet over at the one.
Alrighty. This zombie's turn. Still trying to get free. Still failing. Asher, you're up.
Oh, man. This poor zombie. I'm starting to feel bad for him.
Oh, sorry, excuse me. This might matter. Hold on. I'm fine, the zombie's still fucked.
Oh.
Oh yeah, you took damage.
Oh.
I'm gonna attack. Bip, 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 bip.
Oh yeah, entangles concentration.
That's-
That's my bad.
Gooch here.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty good at
see.
keeping a head on.
Wait. Okay, that's 10. Okay. So I'm gonna attack this one here.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Bam.
A 9 will hit.
Nice.
Bam.
You've been
Alright.
getting lucky so far.
That is 6 points of necrotic damage. As you Witcha! And anything else? Bonus action or
That's it.
Alrighty.
Nothing.
Zombie! Gonna again go after the child here. With a 6!
Alright.
Nothing doing. Magna,
Yeah,
you're
that
up.
ain't getting close.
Oh wait, sorry. Hold on, sorry. The commoner has a
Yeah, don't
chance to
forget
get
the
away.
people. He has inspiration.
And even with inspiration, he's not doing it because he rolled a 2.
My
Damn it.
god.
I said around! God.
Alright, go ahead, Magna.
I was
This
about to
man
say
cannot
a
roll
really
a 13 or
dick
above.
move, but I didn't.
Even with a D6.
And the highest he would have gotten is 8.
Jeez. Anyway, so you guys actually start hearing this exact music as I use, as I start casting, I think I'm just going to... Which one looks the healthiest?
The healthiest zombie or the healthiest person?
Zombie. I think the
This
healthiest zombie is that one.
Yeah, the one who just got up.
I'm just going to go ahead and cast, let me see if it's in range. Yep. I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers on it.
Go ahead and roll.
Ooh.
Or go ahead and click the spell, rather.
I haven't heard of that spell in a long time. It's
Well,
such a
I'm
cool
not
spell.
playing Xeris right now, so shush.
Mm.
Well, that's
Lovely
a 6.
spell.
So it takes 11
it
points
im-
of psychic. I'm not
it
blaming
immediately
White Hill
runs.
at all.
It immediately has to run away.
Yep.
And because it is moving away of its own volition, technically, I'm not forcing it to move.
Hey, Elf, let's swing at this bitch.
That is
Make
true.
Ah.
Both Gray and Davik get an attack of opportunity against that Zombo.
I miss
Yep.
by 1.
Yeah!
Yikes.
You hit.
Nice.
6!
Well, you hit it, but it still has enough energy to keep moving.
Well, guys,
Like, imagine, like, it just missed mine, and
I will
then
stay right here.
when-
This is a good spot to be.
Alright. Anything else?
That is all.
Alrighty. Gray, you're up.
Oh man, he's too far away, so I can't really. I ain't going after that. I got 2 other zombies right in front of me. And I can do Green Flame Blade again
Yes, you
because
can.
it's a cantrip.
Do it as many times as you want, King!
Damn right, yo.
So Green Flame Blade?
Yeah, and then Scythe.
Hey, there
All
you
right,
go.
nat
Oh, I get
20.
to roll again to confirm.
If this was Pathfinder,
Do I
that
have
shit
to
would be
confirm?
times 4.
So, quick question: do I have to crit confirm in this game?
No.
So no, not in this one.
Okay. Oh, thank goodness! I just small rant. I hate crit confirm. I hate it so much.
I get it.
All right, let's continue.
So that's
That's 14.
and because of the way Undead Fortitude works, if it takes damage from radiant or a critical hit, it does not get to roll. So it
So
is
it's
straight
full
dead.
dead.
Now, your green flame blade damage is doubled as well, so that'll go to 6
Ooh.
damage
Roll.
on this
It's not
guy.
a roll though, right?
Sure, it's not
Yeah,
a roll,
no.
but I still apply the doubling damage to green flame blade.
Oh, I love you so much.
Hey, zombies can now turn people they murder, so you know you're not exactly getting
Needed
off
that every
easy here.
advantage you need. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not doing us any favors.
Also,
He's still laughing and stuff.
don't
Oh.
forget, as a general little rule explanation for the public, I am going to have the damage in round down for them, but round up for you guys. I'm not doing you any favors here. I'm balancing
Also-
the already uneven scale.
Much
Also,
love.
this was an encounter with 5 zombies.
6.
We have fought 7. Or 6?
I think we're at 7. Yeah.
Because the first guy was just going to become a zombie. That wasn't a choice you ever
Oh,
had.
okay.
So
Oh,
it
okay.
was
There's another
6.
one that also became.
So 6, we have now fought 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, did you want to move, Gray?
I could 5-foot step so then
Mhm.
Davik can be able to get to the one zombie.
All right.
Or should
Oh,
I
I
go
was
the
just,
other way?
I was just,
5-foot
I'm just
step.
gonna yeet a fireball at the one that ran away.
Yeah.
Fireball.
How do you have a fireball?
It's a ball of fire that I make in my
Firebolt?
hand. It's
No.
produced flame. It makes a ball of fire in my hand. It's a fireball.
Anyway. Anything else,
Just
Gray?
level 1. How in the fuck?
Actually, Gray, if you stepped there, you would be able to use your bonus action to use Drain Life on this zombie here.
Yeah.
Really?
Give him the suck.
Yes.
Give suck. It does. Yes.
Yes, a 9 hits. Stop phrasing it that way, for the love of God.
Sorry.
No, he's giving them the suck.
The thing
So-
is, I don't know
I'm
if
so
Drain Life I'm
demonetized.
actually biting or if I'm just using another weapon or not. I like to imagine I'm not actually biting a zombie, because that seems
So
kind
you're
of
just
gross.
pulling its
Touching
essence
them.
out?
Yeah.
It doesn't say anything in the description, so.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
fine.
It's
However
up to
you
you.
want to do it. And unfortunately, he does make his Undead Fortitude save, but because he rolled 17, so.
Damn.
But
It's all good.
he's at 1 hit point.
Oh.
So, Davik, you're up.
Right. Again, from the candles. Pull the fire. Well, again, you are going to be attacked by either of these two. You are going to be attacked by either of these two, and I can guarantee do 1 damage, not guarantee do, like, 5 or something like that.
Feel like that?
Yeah, it do be like that. I think I'm gonna kill still again, or try.
You bitch.
I mean, you know, whatever you gotta do, man.
Produce
shit,
flame
I
at the
didn't keep track.
produce flame at the one, and I moved so I wouldn't get blocked.
Is it really
10
kill
feet.
stealing if you already dealt 6 damage to that one?
23 will hit.
The final hit.
3 fire damage to the one that just succeeded the save on undead.
And he succeeds again. With a
Fuck.
20.
Okay, I tried. And I
I'm
will
like
move
that one
15
character
feet
from
down.
Fire Force who just smiles when they're nervous. Problem is, I'm nervous all the time, so I'm always laughing.
Alright, this zombie is gonna
Much
move
love.
back and is gonna try to hit. Fails with an 11.
Damn.
This one
I forgot how
is-
much extra armor do I get with Armor of Agathis?
So
You just
it
get
doesn't
temporary
give
hits
you
for-
it doesn't give you extra armor. It gives you HP, and then it deals damage when you're hit.
Oh, okay. Just double checking.
And that one missed. 293. You're up.
I'm gonna take an attack at the one right across from our elf friend.
Alrighty.
So they're gonna get another stab.
19
Either
will
of
hit.
those will do. 6 piercing.
Let's see.
So at least I get it up on the higher end of the roll.
It does fail by 1.
Well, there you go.
Doof.
It's dead.
And then, and I can move within a space, right? So I'm
Yep.
going to move right here, because that'll get me within both of them.
Alrighty.
Y'all are so mean, stealing my kills. But I love you all. Y'all
This
are
zombie
I'm
pretty
already
just can't
dead.
get
It's
away.
not stealing kills.
Asher, you're up.
Shh.
I'm
Great,
going
modify all
What
of
is
by
the body
yourself. You
count?
can.
It's a body count. It's okay.
I'm just gonna move
All by yourself. You can.
right
Here, I got a pro
Yeah?
medical tip for you.
and attack this one here.
Alrighty, go ahead.
I'll tell it in a bit.
22 hits.
I'll roll again. Gosh dang it.
I myself am sitting pretty on 43.
Oh, he's not. That one's not restrained.
Oh, whoops, sorry.
Yep, but the 22
Okay,
does hit.
just the first one.
The one by the door still is, though.
He's just having a blast. He don't know what he's doing.
Alright, that's
He doesn't know-
9
he's
points
a
of
monster.
damage, and its maximum HP is reduced by that amount, because Crimson Lash does specifically mention that.
Yes.
Though, anyway. Go ahead,
Zombies.
bonus action.
Nothing.
Alright.
Nope, I'm right there.
Oh, see, you think it's zombies, White, but don't worry. I have surprises for you.
I'm loving it.
Please don't.
11 will not hit the child soldier. Magna, you're up.
All right. So during
We're
this
on round
time,
5.
I'm just going to go ahead and use Vicious Mockery on the one I've already been working on for a little bit.
Alrighty.
You're doing so good.
How do you mock it?
You're a bitch.
The whole meth addict look is really going well for you, isn't it?
Wow, nice. It takes 2 points of damage and will have disadvantage on its next attack, but it is still standing.
How do you mock it? I wrote you a song. Da-da-da. You're a bitch.
Gray, you're up. I'm assuming you're staying there, because,
Yeah, it's just the one zombie.
no, I
And-
was talking to
ooh.
Magna, because he's pretty
Oh, my bad,
prime
sorry.
position.
The pussy.
Damn,
What?
10 feet. So close. Alright. Be nice to me. There we go. Bam.
Oh, by the way, did
Gonna-
the
Done. Do it again.
did this guy get his move? Because
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Let me try to unrestrain him. Nope, he rolled a 6.
Oh my gosh, this dumbass.
In his defense, him and the zombie can't move.
no, your other left. Fuck.
The guy above you, Emil.
Yeah, the only other zombie I can reach. That one's 10 feet. I'm not going into this entangled mess that Davik made.
Oh, don't worry. I'm gonna drop it. My turn.
Lovely.
Why?
Because
only,
we still
like,
need.
2.
Because this guy needs to get the fuck out of here, and there's one.
Anyway, so it did drop down, but it succeeded its con save. You can try to drain life it.
Let's do this shit.
Go ahead and roll drain
Damn.
life. 23 will hit.
Give it to me, I'm worth it. Get your ass back down.
Well, it does indeed as you drain the undead essence from it.
Get your ass back down. I love how I haven't been hit yet.
Davik, you're up.
First.
I mean, it's basically like you and the fighter haven't been hit yet, really.
Yeah, which is funny.
Basically.
First of all, I'm
This is fun.
going
I haven't
to
done it.
yeet some fire at the still standing zombie that I can see.
Alrighty.
I can't even see the other one.
It's by the door.
I know it's by the door,
barely.
like shadows.
Produce
I
flame
can't
hits.
even see the border part.
7. Yay.
All right, let's
I
see
end
what
with
it
the damage.
rolls. That's 17. It comes back to life. It's a weeble wobble. It weebles and it wobbles, but it won't fall down.
Weeble wobble, weeble
and I'm like,
wobble, wobble.
I just groan and the vines die down.
And these two.
Get
are
the
no
fuck
longer-
out of here.
The guy just.
Hope you had a fun time watching the party.
Anything else you're doing, Dave?
Front row seats.
I will move by the blood whipping maniac and and end my turn.
293. You have
Alright,
one
I'm
target.
gonna move here
Yep.
and move here, and
Yep.
then I'm gonna take yet another stab.
I
This
stab at
bayonet
thee.
is getting a lot of use.
13 will hit. Roll that damage.
Nice.
Only 4.
Oof. And it does succeed its undead fortitude.
Oh.
Alright, so.
Alright. And that's about it.
Alrighty. So this zombie comes in, sees the commotion, and runs to the nearest life sign, which is her. But that
That's
is
why I
its whole
moved there.
turn.
I
to do
had
that.
enough vision on him.
Asher, you're up.
I'm gonna take a swipe at Z-Spawn. Yeah.
Alrighty. Roll to hit.
Shupa.
13 will hit, because it does not. You do not have advantage anymore. But 13
And
does hit.
8 and max goes down by 8.
Indeed. And it did fail its undead fortitude.
Yay!
It goes down.
Alright, now it's the one who was late to the party.
Ash, did you want to move, Asher?
Nope. Chilling.
Alright, this guy. Zombies!
Much love.
Takes the dwarf's advice and gets the fuck out of there.
Wise man.
He only couldn't
just took
because
him
he was
5 rounds.
entangled.
Hey, it was a small sacrifice.
What do you say? Are you in range? Oh, it's 60 feet. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, of course I'm in range.
Alright, what do you say to it?
Have you ever met Candace? That's all.
What does that mean? What
Candace
does that
sticks in your mouth?
mean?
I almost want to say no, just because that's lazy. That was very lazy. But I'll because it rolled a 0, I'll give it to you. Any other movement or anything else?
Nope, that's it.
All right, Gray, you're up.
Oh, can I get over? I'm pretty sure I can.
You have 30.
Yeah. Sometimes I struggle with the grid, you know? Come here, boy. Let's rumble, bitch. Yeet.
16 will hit.
Yeet. Ooh, that's a nice roll.
That hits, and you can drain
suck
life.
Give it to me, I'm worth it.
24 hits.
1 off. Oops. Oh, there we go.
Another 8. Ooh.
Nice.
Hurt,
I feel
but still standing.
powerful. Oh. It's okay. It's okay. It's all. I'm fine. It's fine. I'm fine.
Davik, you're
A
up.
little salty.
Alright, take out the spear. Walk out. What's the thing for outnumbering that we're doing?
So you have a +2 to hit.
Alright.
Nice.
So, spear one-handed. So,
8, so that just hits.
yeah.
Oh, you lucky
For 6.
bastard. 6, 6,
He's
6.
still standing, but he had to come back to life to stay up.
Ah, damn. Kick him in the shin for dramatic effect.
Fuck you! 293, you're up.
Fine.
Angie.
He is indeed Angie.
And there you go. Crit.
There you go. There you go.
Since it's a crit, it just dies, correct?
Yeah.
That is correct. And so, 293, how do you want to do this?
I can't
Cali Cat!
hear. Oh no.
You're muted, we can't hear you.
Stabbing at it over and over with the knife over and over.
Yeah.
With their bayonet, just shake, 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 shake.
Are you praising
And then she's
Shaggy the
going
zombie?
to go up the door immediately. You know, where the zombies came in from.
Mm-hmm.
And, just waiting there.
Roll a perception
She's not even
check.
carrying perception?
Mm-hmm.
Sure. And I'd like to use my inspiration.
Alrighty.
With a 6. Okay.
1d6.
Oh.
Hey, an 11 is so much better, though.
Yeah, 11's definitely better than a 6.
It's a 14! It's
Huh?
5
Why does she
plus
have
9!
advantage?
I don't know why I'd have advantage.
Oh. Sorry, I only saw the highlighted number for a second. But 11 is a lot better.
You should have kept it. You should have kept it. You should not have said
Yeah.
anything.
But
No, I don't.
That would be
We're
cheating.
trying to be fair.
so what is seen
Also,
is a faint
Very
fog that has settled over everything. And you swear you saw a silhouette of somebody. Maybe. But you couldn't be sure. I mean, your goggles are kind of messy, and there's a lot of blood on you because you've been going ham on this zombie. But the rest of the town is quiet. The doors are closed. Everything seems to be locked up. The only thing of odd consequence is the forge next door is still going. You still hear ting, 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 as this guy is apparently working into the night, but nothing else.
Akio.
Yeah, considering zombies and stuff, I'm pretty suspicious.
As for the rest of you, the tavern is now quiet. And Davik, you hear just the faintest voice, "Help me." And that's where we'll pick up next session.
What the scheiße?
Oh, buddy.
That the boy, the doll with sentience.
But
The boy.
I have an idea that it is the crystal
I have
doing
a
something
feeling.
here.
But anyway, guys and gals, I want to thank you so very much for tuning in on this amazing Saturday morning, now Saturday afternoon. This session did get to go a little long, and that's awesome because it was a fantastic first session. I'm super excited to see all these characters coming to and meeting and hopefully going to form into their own. However, these fantastic cast of characters of mine are some of my greatest friends and certainly some of my greatest supporters, as this is one example of my paid games. As a DM, I offer you a full variety of services, and even if I can't be a DM for your game directly, if you're a DM and need magic items made, world building tips, or even a world setting, certainly ask and I will work out a price with you, and you'll be able to say that I made something for you, and hopefully I've made it to your specifications and your liking. But with all that being said, I want to thank my fantastic cast of characters because this would not be possible without them. So immediately to my left is my brother David. He is playing Asher, our disembodied wizard. Directly beneath him is Whitehill playing Davik, our, I believe you're a hill dwarf?
Yes, hill dwarf.
Our hill dwarf druid.
Goodbye.
Directly,
Wiedersehen.
Directly beneath me is Callie Cat, the ever lovely, playing Child Soldier 293, our fighter, variant human, of course.
I'm glad to be dead for the cause. I'm just not as dead as they are.
Also, this fantastic artwork that she has commissioned.
Yay! Yeah, check out Isabella's work. I'll put that up
Oh,
somewhere at
good.
some point.
No worries.
It's
Just
so
send it to
good.
me and I'll be happy to make sure to tag that somewhere on your character sheet and highlight it whenever you sign off.
Very lovely.
Yeah, she did a really good job. I like it.
It is. It
I
is
love
gorgeous.
the fire effect. It looks like it belongs in the book.
Mhm.
Like, if I did not see the work in progresses, I would have fully believed that I was part of the book.
Well, there you go. And then, of course, next to Callie, we have Nikki playing our bard extraordinaire, Mr. Magna.
One of the best composers there is.
A fey-touched human.
Ish.
Ish, osh, gosh, bagosh. And then, last but certainly not least, we have Mr. Emil playing Gray, our first vampire warlock half-drow.
The only one that has a subclass.
I'm the only one with the subclass right now. So I guess
what is
in
it?
a world
Warlocks,
where magic
clerics,
is forbidden.
and sorcerers
Yeah,
are the
warlocks,
only ones to start
clerics,
with it?
sorcerers. Yeah.
So I guess in a world where magic's forbidden, literally nearly all of this group has magic. What a quinky dink.
Well, it's not forbidden so much as distrusted. I mean, thankfully you aren't somewhere where the Inquisition is hunting you just yet.
Yeah.
Just yet.
That's why
Totally
they
have magic. What are you
Yeah.
talking about?
There's a reason why they have major colleges for that kind of stuff. So
But, at any rate, I have been your Master of Darkness, Dr. John Wolfenstein, and I wish to bid you all a very fond farewell, and we will see you next week on All Hallows Eve for a very fun and spooky Grim Hollow. Until next time, my little victims.